And to let everybody know, folks, we're in the middle of the Amite crowd here. We're in the stands. Feel like Harry Carey on a summer afternoon at the, out at Wrigley Field there, Jeff.
Are you going to sing Take Me Out to the Ballpark?
Yes, I will. I promise. One time this season, and the kickoff is up. It's away, and it's a high, wobbly kick. Be fielded at about the 3-yard line by Carter. Carter goes straight up the middle. He'll try to get to the outside, runs through a couple of tacklers, and knocked down at the 15-yard line. Tackle made by number 1, Duke Adams.
Also in on the play, Chad White finishing him off. Important series of downs right here because, as we mentioned earlier in the game, we believe that field position is going to be a big emphasis in this game.
Well, Jeff, last week against Kentwood, I talked to one of the assistant coaches from the Warriors, Sporty Davis, and he let me know right away that the last week they were very conservative. It was a defensive battle. They won the battle of field position, therefore they won the football game. Let's see how they come out here. The Amite Warriors, led by quarterback Brandon Wagner, tailback C.J. Baptiste, send the man in motion right off the bat. They run the Amite speed play, and it's Oscar Perry turning the corner, picked up about 7 or 8 yards, Jeff, and that's been their trademark for a long time.
Well, it is, and they run that play to perfection, and as you know, speed kills, and Amite is loaded with it.
So it'll bring up a second down at about 3 for the Warriors. And, we talked about it before the game with some of the Hammond coaches. They were worried about a little bit about the Amite speed. They knew they had to cut the corner away. First play from scrimmage, Amite turns the corner a little bit, so we'll see what the defense does on the second down and 3 play as Wagner brings him to the line. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Harris and James, the wideouts. They'll bring one man in motion, that's Perry. They'll hand the ball to Baptiste up the middle, big hole, hit down hard at about the 32-yard line on a first down, Warriors.
Darrell, I tell you what, when you block up front, that's a tough offense to defend. You've got to be wary of the running back coming in motion every time. Then they bust it right up the middle with the running back, Baptiste.
So the first down of the game for the Warriors. And on 2 consecutive running plays, Jeff, they're averaging about 7 yards a pop carrying the football. Amite shuffling players in and out. They'll bring it up to the line again. We saw Wagner come into his own really last year, but I saw him play as a sophomore, Jeff, and Wagner very nifty in the backfield back there. Baptiste is a horse. He can run it. Flat out run. There's Wagner. Hits the ball to number 84, Adron James, and they'll pick up another first down. Wagner with a clear lane and put the ball in the money.
But I tell you what, did you see Marvin Jones hit Jarrell Carter right there? Jarrell didn't have the ball, but he's going to be thinking about Marvin every time.
And probably former teammates, former friends, kind of reacquainting themselves here in Amite. But nevertheless, it's the second first down as they approach midfield. Ball rests at the 47-yard line. Carter is in the slot. One man will go in motion. This time they'll fake to him, hand to Baptiste. He'll power forward for about a yard gain. This time it's Eads and also, I believe, number 38. Is that 38 or 39? Burt McGee.
I tell you, Darrell, you got to be impressed with this Amite offense so far. We haven't seen it, and they're pretty diversified. I thought they'd be more straight-ahead type football, but they ran around the end twice, up the middle twice, and passed once.
Well, actually, Jeff, I called number 39, but I believe it might be number 38. Hammond had a new kid transfer in from out of state, and I believe he's already playing. About 6'2", 215-pound young man. I don't know his name. We'll try to get that for you at halftime.
Well, that is him. He's not familiar with the defense. Marvin's going to have to help him a little bit.
This time it's just a quarterback keeper and nowhere to go for Wagner. And he's the one that makes the play right off the bat. And Jeff, if they get another linebacker in there, that's going to allow them to freelance Marvin Jones a little more. And we have yet to see him in the first 2 games really explode like he did last year. We might see it tonight. 3rd down and 7, Warriors.
Well, I'm ashamed that I can't remember his name, Darrell, but I do know this. He's from Maryland, and he is John Williams' nephew.
3rd down and 7, Warriors. Ball rests on the Hammond side of the 50-yard line. Odd formation for the Warriors. No backs in the backfield. We're going to have a flag down as Wagner hits and completes the pass downfield to about the 30-yard line. Pass complete to Damian Thompson.
You would think that would be against Amite. Ball throwing back there. Illegal procedure will be the call, so that one was going to come back.
And, you know, the flag was thrown by the referee, and usually when he throws it, Jeff, that's what it is.
You know, Darryl, there again, I can't say enough of how impressed I am with this Amite offense. Hammond's got a good defense, and I tell you, in AAA, you're not going to see very many teams running offense as well as Amite is running theirs right now.
Well, Wagner, like I said, he's an accurate passer, but right now the Hammond DB's playing a little bit off these receivers, and Wagner's going to make them pay. Penalty backs them up. It'll be 3rd down and close to 12, Jeff, so big play for the Tornadoes.
Well, they basically go into the nickel packet now. They take out number 38, we're going to get his name, and bring in number 24.
James Banks, another defensive back in the ball game. And we'll have timeout, Warriors.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Carlos Notriana, candidate for Tangipahoa Parish Council, District 8. Carlo is a lifelong resident of District 8, owner and operator of Carlos Quick Stop, member of Hammond Chamber of Commerce and Holy Ghost Catholic Church. On Election Day, October 23rd, vote Carlos Notriana, number 88, District 8.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Home Team Mortgage. When you need money, call home. Home Team Mortgage, 543-0707. For purchase, construction, refinance, consolidation, see Shane Smith or Cassandra Smith, the loan specialist. Terms from 60 to 480 months. Let us customize your home payment. Located at 1000 North Morrison, Suite 1. Ask us about our debt-free program. That's Home Team Mortgage, 543-0707.
Tonight's game also being brought to you by Oakwood Mobile Homes, located on South Morrison Boulevard across from Ramada Inn. We're the largest manufacturer of home dealers in America. We sell, insure, build, finance at Oakwood Mobile Homes. We are the bank. 6.99 interest rate, $500 down on singles, $1,000 down on doubles. That's Oakwood Mobile Homes, 345-0511.
Okay, big play early in this ball game, Jeff. 3rd down and 12. Warriors marched out with 2 quick first downs. Tornado defense needs to step up here. They have Jarrell Carter going in motion. This time they'll fake to him, looking to throw again. Pompey's got a man going long. Banks is burned. That's going to be a touchdown. And Jeff, right there, they're playing a 2-deep zone. The cornerback let him go, and Banks didn't quite get the angle, and they exploited for a long touchdown to number 43, Damon Thompson.
Well executed play, Darryl. Well thrown. Defensive back bit on the first pump fake. The safety couldn't get over and cover. Just a real good play on Amite's part. Not a very good defensive play on Hammond.
Once again, Brandon Wagner on the money with the pass, and the Warriors go up 6-0 with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And you know, Darryl, you've got to credit that Amite offensive line also giving the quarterback time to throw the ball.
And now Thompson, who caught the touchdown, would attempt the extra point. He'll boom it through it. It'll be 7-0 Warriors early in the first quarter.
Tonight's game being brought to you by ALAC Refrigeration, Culinary Equipment and Supply. Sales, service, installation. ALAC carries a full line of walk-ins, freezers, reach-in boxes, ice machines, display cases, and all your culinary equipment located at 1010 West Coleman in Hammond, or phone 345-9476. ALAC Refrigeration, serving the area for over 25 years.
Well, Jeff, Amite couldn't have written it out any better than that. They come out, establish a run, get a couple first downs, a couple of accurate passes, and then the big play to go up 7-0 on the first series. Now the emphasis will turn to the Tornado offense. Need to come out here, stay calm. You're only down 7. No reason to panic this early in a ball game, but right now this Warrior sideline is fired up.
Well, I tell you, Darryl, you're exactly right now. If Hammond goes 3 and out or has a quick turnover, it could be a long night because Amite is in high gear. What you're going to need to do is get on a long drive or go for a score and let your defense readjust just a little bit and then get back there and stop them. If they get the ball right back, you're in trouble.
And back deep to receive is Wyatt V. Allen, number 40, Marvin Jones. Talking before the game, you know, we'd like to see the football in Marvin Jones's hand. I don't know if they'll kick it away from him, but the young man's an incredible athlete, was a great running back as a freshman. They'll kick it away from him. This one's going to go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tornadoes will have the football at the 20-yard line.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Bobby Tallow Realty. If you're ready to buy, build, sell your home, call the professional team at Bobby Tallow Realty. Let them secure a good deal for you and your family. Bobby's well-trained staff include Maxine Haddon, Johnny Alfonso, Elaine McCanty, Nikki Muscarella, and Diane Tallow.
So first down and 10 for the Tornadoes. Sledge comes out. Backfield of Vial and Ruffin. Albritton to the lower half of your screen. Now they'll go with double wide. Sledge goes into the shotgun. High snap. Sledge does good to keep under control, but he'll be swarmed in by Warriors and drop for about a 5-yard loss right there. A little jitters by the center, Jeff. High snap. Sledge did a good job to keep his composure and only take a maybe a 10-yard loss, but not lose the football.
Well, you're exactly right. A 10-yard loss, Daryl. And I tell you, just Amite is a swarming defense, too.
It'll be second down and a long 20 yards for the Tornadoes, Jeff. And right now, it just couldn't be going any more wrong for the Tornadoes. Backed up deep in their own territory at the 10-yard line. Once again, Sledge in the shotgun. Dropping back to throw, got a little time. Nice pass out to Albritton. He'll pick up 10, maybe 15 yards on the play. Nice safe pass by Sledge. Albritton did a good job to pick up some extra yards after the reception.
You know, that is a great second down play. It would have been even better at first down, because that would have been a first down for you, but it puts you in a third and a makeable first down.
Yeah, a makeable 6 yards, Jeff. Very, very observant there, because what the Tornadoes want to do here after dropping back, they've got to at least get a first down. And this will be a big key play here as Brady Sledge drops back once again in the shotgun. Calls for the football. Got time, steps up in the pocket, man wide open, Albritton, and out of his hands, Jeff. That was a big drop pass there because he was wide open and easily had the first down.
Yeah, just say a little bit on Brady Sledge, but the thing I was impressed with is that the Hammond offensive line is giving Brady time to throw. That was something we were going to be concerned about.
They had a nice lane to throw the football, put it on the money, a tad high, but could have been very easily caught. Hall will be back to punt away, set back deep to receive for the Warriors. It's number 6, Jarrell Carter. Hall with a wobbly kick is going to land at about midfield and take a Hammond high roll and go dead at about the 42-yard line where the Warriors will take over. Tonight's game brought to you by Golf Etc., featuring all Pro Line clubs, Callaway, Titleist, TaylorMade, Cobra, FootJoy shoes. Golf Etc. offers custom fitting, club repair, and computer swing analysis. Coming September 25th, demo day at Ironwood. 12 to 4, all major sales reps will be present. Try before you buy. Located across from the Sears behind Wendy's, call Tommy Bolton at 345-PAR4. So first down and 10 for the Warriors. Very successful drive on the opening series. They have a 7-0 lead with 6:46 to go, opening quarter. Wagner once again brings Perry in motion. He'll hand it to him on a speed play. Jones from behind, but stuck down by number 32, James Banks.
Banks shaking up on the play a little bit. Hammond can't afford to lose him. And I tell you, that was good pursuit by Marvin Jones. Couldn't quite catch him, but also good pursuit by number 38. I wish I could catch his name so I could say it, but he's showing good speed.
Well, Coach Eister hurried out on the field. Banks limping a little bit. Wanted to stay in the football game, but they'll pull him.
And a good tackle and everything as that was, Amite still picked up 3 or 4 yards on the play, Darryl.
Exactly. Marvin Jones was trying to catch him from behind, but he was able to turn his shoulders, get upfield for a positive gain of 3 yards. Banks will be replaced by Burke McGee. This time they hand to Baptiste up the middle. Jones hits him at the line, misses him as Baptiste drags forward for about 4 yards. Finally brought down by Mitchell and Eads.
You know, all I can say about this Amite offense, thunder and lightning.
And so far, the Hammond High Tornadoes are close to being in position to make plays, but not making them right now. Warriors on the march once again. They have a 3rd down and 3, ball resting at the 49-yard line.
You know, it's so much better from doing the game right here in the stands as opposed to the press box. You can hear the popping down here. There's some popping going on.
2 hard-hitting defenses so far tonight. Wagner once again will bring them to the line. C.J. Baptiste, the tailback. Baptiste, a senior, 5'11", 215. They'll turn, throw the quick pass. And right there was thrown behind the intended receiver, Harris. Would have been a first down as Banks closed quickly, but the Tornadoes will force them to punt unless, with a 7-0 lead at midfield, he decides to go for it on 4th and 3, Jeff.
No, he's sending in the punting team, and he definitely thought about it. Now, this has been the 3rd quarter. I believe he probably would have gone for it. David Correa likes to gamble, but not this time. Donald, David, we're going to keep it in the family.
David up at Kentwood. This is Donald Correa. You know, Jeff, he walked up, got right even with the football to see exactly how far it was, and it's along 3 yards, so they'll back up to punt the football. Derek Hornsby is the punter. Set back deep to receive is Vial. Punts away. Nice high kick. Vial calls for the fair catch at about the 20-yard line. So Tornadoes will take over for the second possession. And, Jeff, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
And we're going to hear from Bill Hood. It's Bill Hood's 99 closeout. Get the year's biggest rebates and discounts of the year. 99 Explorer, $5,000 off MSRP. 99 Expedition, $6,000 off. 99 Ford Mustang, $15,999. And just arrived the 2000 Excursion, the largest sports utility vehicle anywhere on the market. That's Bill Hood Ford Jeep in Hammond.
On first down and 10, Sledge once again to the shotgun. Hammond not fooling around. They'll turn and try to hand the ball. Ball's on the turf. VI will pick it back up, fall forward, get back to the line of scrimmage, Jeff. But it looks like they're going to stick to the shotgun against this Amite defense.
Well, I tell you what, if you, and not slighting anybody, but if you want to get blown out, turn the ball over down here, let Amite score, and let them get all that momentum.
Well, Hammond has dodged 2 turnovers here early. Jeff, they look like a little bit more nervous this week than the Warriors do. Of course, Warriors at home, that could be expected. This is hostile territory for the Tornadoes. Once again, they drop back. No backs in the backfield this time for Sledge. Looking to throw the quick slant. Intended for Thompson. Looked like he might have got hit early, but nice play by number 48. And, Jeff, I'm going to let you call this one. I can't pronounce the name. Number 48.
That'll bring up 3rd and 10. For the Hammond.
Efren Washita. And if you don't like it, call Daryl Smith, 429-8829.
Ephraim Okacha. I'll go with that one, and maybe we'll get it right between the two of us. Sledge once again on 3rd down and about 10. Dropping the throw. Man coming unrushed. Finally picked up by Ruffin. Sledge will keep it. He's going to be close to the first down and will drop down and have it at the 32-yard line, Jeff. That time, number 68, Mabry Wilson, came on the outside blitz. Ruffin was able to pick him up. Sledge went up the middle and got the first down.
Daryl, is that their first official running play? I mean, I know Brady was sacked once, but we hadn't seen a handoff to a running back yet.
Well, the only one was the bobbled wraparound handoff to Vial, but, you know, right there, he kept his wits about him when he was being pressured, but credit that play to 44, Habib Ruffin.
I'm not sure. There's an official timeout.
And we'll hear from one of our sponsors, Dixie Motors. Looking for a new or used car? Dixie Motors is a name to remember. Mazda, Lincoln, Mercury, Nissan. Over $2 million in inventory. Lots of program cars. This week's special, 99 Mazda B2500, $99.99. That's Dixie Motors, home of no rigmarole.
Tonight's game also being brought to you by Fidelity Finance, located in downtown Hammond. For all your financial needs, see Johnny, Tobio, JC at Fidelity Finance. Back to school, consolidation, auto, first and second mortgage. Phone applications welcome. Call 429-8000. That's Fidelity Finance in Hammond.
Jeff, I got to admit, that was a big first down as far as momentum goes for the Tornadoes. Right now, they drop back on a long play and get down 7-0 and go 3 and out. They were able to hold it, and now...
Well, Daryl, no doubt, and, you know, if you ask Corman Moore, and I think we asked him after the game last week, he wants to stay close and have a chance to win the game in the 4th quarter.
4:23 to go. This is FPTV, your leader in local sports. Jeff Davis, Daryl Smith, the self-proclaimed A-team, bringing you the action here in Amite. First down and 10. This time Tompkins in the backfield. VI will come in motion. Sledge looking to throw the football, being pressured. Nice job to sidestep the rusher. And looked like it was intended for Lano, but once again it was number 48, Okacha, who stepped in and batted it away.
Brady's doing a good job avoiding the rush. Now, the offensive line has done a pretty good job. One man came in unchecked from the defensive end line, but, you know, so far so good.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball is the 32-yard line of the Hammond High Tornadoes. Two-back backfield for the first time. We'll see if they stay in it. It is Ruffin and Vial. They'll rotate Vial out. Long setback is Ruffin. They're going to turn, hand the ball to Ruffin. Got a hole up the middle. He'll break to the outside. He's got 10, 15, and another first down out to the 47-yard line. Nice cutting by Habib Ruffin.
And also nice blocking up front led by Cody Wilson and company. And Darryl, not only that, good play calling. You softened them up, getting them thinking pass, pass, pass. And that time, hand off to Habib, picked his way through, did a good job.
Well, what they're going to do is use their running game as the curveball tonight, Jeff. They're going to look to throw the football, and every once in a while, just to keep them honest, run the football. Great job, and they're out to the 47-yard line. This time they'll hand the ball off the middle again. It's Vial. He's got 8, 9, and a big first down run by Wyatt Vial. And right now the pass plays have got them loosened up a little bit. Tornadoes on the march. 3:34 to go. Warriors lead it 7-0. And Jeff, it has been nonstop action. What we thought would be a defensive battle so far. Both offenses looking pretty good.
Tell you what, this is high school football at its finest.
And you know, a nice cool night out here in Amite. It's just a gorgeous feeling to be out here. Both stands full. This time they'll hand off on 2nd down and 1. He's going to be close. It was Ruffin. And by the look, we're a little bit on an odd angle here, but from the look of the mark, I think he'll have it, Jeff.
I believe you're right, Darryl. Looks like he had to get right to the 43-yard line and did just pass that.
And he gets it. It'll be 1st down and 10. Tornadoes at the 41-yard line. So the Tornadoes mixing in the run here, Jeff. They picked up a couple of first downs. Jackson goes in the slot to the top of your screen. Albritton to the high side. Now they'll rotate out. One backfield with Ruffin, 4 wides. Sledge looking to throw the football. Rolls a little bit, and that time, once again, tries to go to Landry to the outside and well covered by one of the Warriors.
You know, Darryl, that play is just not open. They're doing a good job containing up the middle. But the thing about it is Brady Sledge is throwing it to where his man can catch it or it's an incomplete pass.
Nobody hurt on 1st down. It will be 2nd down and 10. They're trying to throw that little quick out to the outside of the short side of the field and just not getting it there. But what I like about Sledge is he's rolling maybe 2 or 3 steps and creating himself a nice little pocket and getting a good throwing lane. Odd formation here as they send everybody out wide, just the center in the middle. He's going to be pressured, looking to throw. Got Landry going long. It'll be a jump ball. And I think the Warriors hits the ground. The Warrior defender had it for a second, Jeff. And that's one of those monkey wrenches Corman tried to throw in and get a big play here.
Darryl, I'm not sure what exactly he hopes to accomplish with that play. Last week, he accomplished the opposing team to call a timeout. And if you notice, the defensive line, there was 2 of them left, didn't really rush Brady Sledge. Had they rushed him, maybe he would have had a running lane up the middle. So,
well, it looked like they were well scouted on that play, Jeff. They knew exactly what to do. Everybody dropped in coverage, and Sledge rolled out and had enough time to get the pass off. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Sledge has the football, looking to throw, being pressured, has a nice lane to step up. This time Dorsett Buckles steps up and cuts off the running lane, and they'll drop him down at about the 38-yard line. Late flag, a little extracurricular activity. We'll see who this one goes against. Could give the Tornadoes a first down.
Well, it'd be more devastating to Amite if it's against them. Now, Hammond, they're in a punting situation anyway. That'll just back them up. If it's against Amite, that'll give Hammond a first down. No big deal now on this one, in my opinion.
Well, one thing about it, Jeff, it would have been 4th down and about 5 or 6 inside the 40. Corman might have went for it, but now if it's a personal foul, and it'll probably be a dead ball personal foul, definitely be a punting situation. Don't like to see that kind of activity, especially in this magnitude of a ball game. Both sides got to keep their cool. You want to keep your best players in the game.
Now, the way Jim Hall kicks the ball, he kicks it about 40, 45 yards in the air. Should actually come into their favor. Should land somewhere around the 10.
And what the Tornadoes do, they put Marvin Jones, who can run. He's a blur going down the field. Look at him following the football, tracking it. And he'll be right in front of Carter as he catches it. And Chad White, the other great cover guy, they send him out wide and do a great job on special teams.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Circle A Hardware in Albany and Robert. For paint, hardware, lumber, electrical, plumbing supplies at Circle A Hardware. On special this week, 50 pounds ryegrass seed, $17.99. 50 pounds deer corn, $4.25. 200 amp mobile home poles, $299. That's Circle A Hardware, Albany, Robert.
Late first quarter, 2:07 to go. The Warriors lead it 7-0. And Jeff, a couple of missed opportunities there by both teams. This could either be a 14-0 game or it could be tied at 7. It's really been back and forth. Both teams with the ability to get people open on offense. And an odd formation for the Warriors. They're going to look at the old speed play. Got everybody out front. It's Perry on the run, but nowhere to go as Marvin Jones ran it down from the backside. Might have gained a yard, Jeff, and right there the speed of Jones just negated a nice setup play, but you can't account for that kind of speed.
Well, I had to stand up to see who made the tackle, but I really didn't. And I've said it time and time again, I've been impressed with him since he was a freshman. His closing speed, coming across the field, nobody does it better.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors, backed up at their own 14, 15-yard line, Jeff.
Into the game, number 25, Dennis Edwards.
Wagner calls for the football. He'll send Perry in motion once again. This time they try to run the option. Marvin Jones in the backfield before he could get out from under center and destroys the play.
Marvelous Marvin Jones is single-handedly stopping this drive right now, Darryl.
Well, we call him the Panther for a good reason, Jeff. Cat-like reflexes, and he was there in a hurry, dropped him for about a 5-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 14 for the Warriors. And, Jeff, they're backed up deep here. Let's see if they go to air or keep it conservative and try to play that field position.
Well, the way they've thrown the ball thus far, I wouldn't be surprised to see them put it up again. The Hammond DBs have just got to do a better job than what they've been doing.
Well, one thing about the DBs, Jeff, as we see number 3 for Hammond coming in the game, Sim Ruffin, as they go to the nickel package, got a man open but wide overthrown. Not bad coverage by the Tornado, but that's a tough throw, Jeff.
Well, it's a very tough throw, and not really a bad throw by Wagner. If you got to miss long. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll be punting from around the goal line, Darryl. Hammond's got an opportunity to get real good field position out of this.
And how many times have we seen it in special teams play? A bad snap on this end of the field could spell catastrophe. VL will set up to return the kick at about the 50-yard line, but even if a fair catch is made, Jeff, they should come out with pretty good field position for the Tornadoes. Number 15 set back to kick, Derek Hornsby, a junior, and he stands in his own end zone. It is a low snap. Hornsby with a nice field, gets the kick away, wobbly kick, fair caught at the 41-yard line, so it'll be great field position for the Tours.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Carlos Notriana, candidate for Tangipahoa Parish Council, District 8. Carlos, a lifelong resident of District 8, owner and operator of Carlos Quick Stop. Member of the Hammond Chamber of Commerce and Holy Ghost Catholic Church. On Election Day, October 23rd, vote Carlos Notriana, number 88, District 8.
So another series for the Tornado offense. 23 seconds to go before the end of the first quarter. Sledge will bring them up. Vial and Tompkins in the backfield. He fakes the ball. He's going to roll left, sets up. Nice passing lane. Hits him in the shoulder pad, and right there, once again, was an Amite Warrior, number 48, which that's name again, Okacha, steps in front and disrupts the play.
I tell you what, Darryl, you would say from one angle that's a play that Thompson's got to make, but on the other play you can say great play by Okacha.
Well, that's about the 4th time that he's cut in front of a receiver and either tipped the ball or made a miss, Jeff. And you haven't seen a linebacker cover like this very often. He's doing a great job for the Warriors. Sledge will drop back into the shotgun once again. We've yet to hear from D.J. Jackson over on the right side, who's a big part of the Hammond offense. They throw the slant to Tompkins. Another one right in the hands that's dropped. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Tornadoes.
I'm not sure if alligator arms happening right there, Darryl, or not, because you're going across the middle, you know you're going to get popped. But
Well,
again, it's a ball you got to catch.
It looked like he was there for the ball and just missed it. I'm not sure if he took his eye over it or what, but the pass was there. Didn't look to me like he had the alligator arms, but just in and out of the hands. Lack of a little bit of concentration on the part of the Tornadoes. They bring Vial in motion. This time Sledge try to take a three-step drop. He'll tuck it under and try to run, but nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard on the play.
That's not going to work against the Amite defense. Brady broke one for about 10 or 15 yards, but it's not going to happen very often. Hammond's going to be forced in a punt situation again.
And the hardest working man on the defensive line, number 92, James Brown, with the tackle.
I feel good.
So it'll be 4th down and 10. Tornadoes do nothing with the possession. They'll be forced to punt, and that's going to bring it to the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead it 7-0.
Nice game being brought to you by Gilmore Finance. Do you have more month at the end of your money? Then you may need a consolidation loan from the loan specialist at Gilmore Finance. Loans for any worthwhile purpose. See Donnie Gilmore at Gilmore Finance or call 345-1700.
And we'd like to thank all of our sponsors tonight, Jeff. Without them, we wouldn't be on the air. And if you're interested maybe in sponsoring a game, getting some of the local high school football on television, call Mike DePaula at 542-5477. Let him know you're interested, and he'll see if we can get you on the air, which helps us bring all this action to you at home. And we return to start the second quarter. Hall stands at his own 45-yard line. Nice snap. Gets a nice angling, spiraling kick headed toward the corner. It'll hit in the end zone, and the ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line where the Warriors will take over on first down.
Darrell, officially a 41-yard punt, but only a net 21, so.
Looked like he was trying to angle it out of bounds, Jeff. Didn't quite get the angle there. So instead of having them backed up inside the 10, they'll bring it out to the 20, and the Warriors will go on offense once again. And right now, Jeff, I've been real impressed with both offenses, able to move the ball but just can't make it count.
Well, Amite made it count one time. Looked like Hammond did some pretty good adjustments. And Marvin Jones and company starting to tighten that defense up a little bit.
Well, they're starting to put a little pressure in the backfield, Jeff, and that's what they're going to have to do because it looks like if they give Wagner time, he's going to pick them apart. First down and 10. Amite with a split backfield, bring a man in motion. They hand the ball off. Tackle. And I believe that was Baptiste. He'll pick up maybe 2 or 3 on the play, Jeff. Brings up second down and a short 8 for the Warriors.
You know, you coming in here at Amite hostile territory, Hammond surely a little bit nervous. I asked Coach how he felt. He said nervous before the game. But you got to feel that they believe now that they can play with Amite.
Well, both teams starting to settle into a groove here, and it's starting to look like one of those field position games. The Warriors bring a man in motion. They fake to him. They'll try to send Wagner out on his own. Right there, number 3, Sim Ruffin makes the one-on-one tackle with Wagner. He'll fall forward, pick up 2 or 3 yards, Jeff, but a nice one-on-one tackle.
Number 38 had a shot at him in the backfield, just couldn't quite wrap him up.
But they bring him to a 3rd and about 4, maybe 4.5, Jeff. So the defense has them midway and the offense manageable. Both teams doing their job at this point. 10:46 to go, second quarter. Warriors lead it 7-0.
You know, I just can't help thinking about this Tangipahoa Parish football when you start Kentwood, Amite, Independence, Hammond, Sumner, Ponchatoula. They're loaded.
Well, one thing about it, we talked to some Independence fans. They said, we don't know if we're as good as we've showed. As they pitched to Baptiste off the right side, Joe Ray hit him low. He's not going to get the first down. And they said, Jeff, we just don't know how good we are yet. I said, well, look at the schedule. Next week to play Kentwood, they'll find out real quick.
Great defensive stand again by the Tornadoes. That time, number 41.
Joe Ray.
Also Marvin Jones and 38 and Lance Patty. And we're trying to get all the names. It's hard to see from here, but a good defensive stand. Hammond should come out with real good field position. Now,
Vial is set back to receive, Jeff. And a lot of times, you know, there's a lot of fair catching on this Hammond team. They need to get some big play here. He needs to maybe get a low-line drive that he can return and set them up good again. High snap, brought down nicely. High spiraling kick. Vial will back up, fielded at the 34, going backwards. He tries to roll to the outside. He slips down at his own 28-yard line, Jeff, and that's a great changer of field position on a nice punt by number 15, Derek Hornsby. and it gives the Warriors that field possession that they want to change over.
No doubt about it, and Vial on that one trying to field it and make something happen. Ended up losing about 15 yards if he would have called a fair catch.
He really thought running backwards, if he could make that turn to his left and get to the outside, he could make something happen. Tornadoes take over once again. Sledge will drop to the shotgun, keep two backs in the backfield. It is Ruffin and I believe Vial. Both of them stay in the block. They go to the outside to Albritton. Nice pitch and catch, and he'll be close to a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like number 18 over here, DJ Jackson, wide open. I think we got another 15-yard penalties back in, it may be against Hammond.
We'll wait and see. There is a flag in the backfield.
Holding.
And it's holding against the Tornadoes, which they get, and you know, Jeff, a bam play like that, he drops back, gets rid of it quick. You would think you wouldn't need the hold, but Tornadoes get caught once again. And that's going to back them up 15 yards. It'll be first down and 25. Ball at the 15-yard line. So far, the Tornadoes, a couple of penalties have really hurt them. Sledge under center. He'll drop once again to the shotgun formation. No backs in the backfield. And once again, they try to run the quick slant. It's not there. Number 76, Troy Brumfield, runs down Sledge as he'll pick up about 4 or 5, Jeff, but that's not going to get it on first and 25.
No, it's not. And Brady Sledge is going to take a pounding if he continues to do that. If it's not open, I think he needs to throw the ball away.
Well, what they're doing, Jeff, they're sending no backs in the backfield, hoping they can get a spread-out defense where he could tuck it in and run, but they're keeping somebody in, spying on him, looking to run. That time they made a nice play after only about a 5-yard gain. Same formation once again. High snap, Sledge with a nice job, throwing the deep out to Tompkins. He'll catch it. A great defensive play as he went in for the deflection. Number 31 was Patrick Warford, but Tompkins was able to keep his concentration, and he'll be about 2 yards shy of the first down.
I tell you what, that's the hardest catch that Thompson had to make tonight. He's dropped 2. That was a spectacular catch on his part. Good throw by Brady Sledge. Had that ball been interception, Darrell, that had been a touchdown all the way.
And he went for the deflection, but credit Tompkins for the concentration, Jeff, because you know what it is to have somebody run in front of you at the last second. Great catch, puts them in 3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation. This time he'll keep Vial and Ruffin in the backfield. They'll hand the ball to Vial to the right side. He's going to power forward. He'll have the first down. Fumble on the ground. It's going to be kicked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Tornadoes. Almost kicked back short of the first down, Jeff.
And they'll end up kicking the first down. But that's what gang tackling will do for you, Darrell. A swarming defense like Amite has. Good run by Vial, but just took too many pounding.
Well, you can't go against Vial there. He's trying to pound for the extra yardage to make something happen. But nevertheless, Tornadoes get a first down at the 41-yard line. Swarming defense by the Warriors as, once again, Sledge under center. This time he'll stay there. Lone setback is Tompkins. Sledge looking to throw. He's going to throw to the outside, and Jeff, he just layered back, threw that one away. Great coverage by the Warrior defense.
That's what he needs to do, Darrell, because the routes that he's throwing usually can pick up 10 yards, so you got 3 shots to pick it up. Don't throw a bad pass, and don't take a sack if you can help it.
Well, one thing about it, Jeff, we haven't seen the Tornado offense go to the tight end over the middle. They've been setting up everything to the outside. You know that plays in their playbook. We'll see if they try to get it in somewhere in this drive. Ruffin the lone setback with Sledge in the shotgun. High snap once again. Sledge very good as they throw the crossing pattern to Vial. And right there, Jeff, he's putting a lot of mustard on the ball and throwing it high, and they're not able to bring them in.
No, but I tell you, if that play is completed, that's about a 7 to 8 yard gain. It's a good play call, but you still have to execute.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Ball rests at the Hammond High 41-yard line with 7:30 to go. Warriors have a 7-0 lead on a bomb play, pass play that caught the Tornadoes off guard. They have have the tight end, Lano, set out wide to the bottom of the screen as Hammond High will take a timeout.
When you need money, call home. Not my home. Call Home Team Mortgage, 543-0707 for purchase, construction, refinance, consolidation. See Shane Smith or Cassandra Smith, the loan specialist. Terms from 60 months to 480. Let us customize your home payment. Located at 1000 North Morrison, Suite 1. Ask us about our debt-free program. Home Team Mortgage, 543-0707.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Oakwood Mobile Homes, located at 42330 South Morrison Boulevard across from Ramada Inn. We are the largest manufacturer home dealers in America. We sell, insure, build, finance at Oakwood Mobile Homes. We are the bank. 6.99 interest rate, 500 down on singles, 1,000 down on doubles. That's Oakwood Mobile Homes, 345-0511. And Jeff, I might need to write that Home Team Mortgage number down, because every time I call my home for a little money, they tell me I have the wrong number. I don't get it.
There again, Darryl, great night for football. I love being up in the stands. I've done it at Independence before. You don't quite get the bird's eye view, but you get the full effects of what the crowd's going through. I'm sure it's in the low 70s right now, maybe even a little cooler. Just a fabulous night for Tangipahoa Parish football.
And one thing about it, Jeff, we're merely 15 yards from the sideline, so we kind of see the coach's reaction. The plays are right here in front of us. It's a beautiful night in Amite. Warriors with a 7-0 lead. Tornadoes 3rd down and 10. 4 wide receivers, single setback is Ruffin. Being pressured up the middle, Sledge looking to throw. Had DJ Jackson wide open on the crossing route, elected to go up the middle and threw it at the feet of Albritton. Another flag down in the Hammond High backfield.
You would expect that to be holding, and I'm sure Amite will decline that, forcing Hammond to punt.
And that's exactly what the call is. So once again, the Warrior defense stepping up. Now you fans at home know, haven't seen them, why they're #1 ranked in AAA.
You know, Darryl, there's a big difference between #1 in AAA and #1 in 5A when you come to an Evangel or something like that. But when you come to #1 in AAA and then a 5A, let's call it like it is, a mediocre team as Hammond is in a 5A, you know, pretty good team, then it's pretty evenly matched. If not, Amite may even have the advantage.
And the kick is blocked. Warriors will pick it up. Hall misses the tackle. He's on the move. He's inside the 10. And right there, number 32, Leonard Brumfield, picked up the ball, got it down, and what a huge break for the Warriors. You make your own breaks, and right there the Warriors made one for themselves.
Big play. The snap looked like it was okay. Just somebody broke through the interior line, got in there, got a hand on it, and puts Amite in outstanding position to go up before half.
Well, a lot of time left here in the second quarter. Tornadoes defense has to try to hold them to a field goal attempt here. And with a team like the defense of an AB Warriors, 14-0 could be serious, Jeff. Wagner under center. Once again, they'll bring Perry in motion. Hand the football to Baptiste off the right side. Wide open. He's dragging people. Scores the touchdown. C.J. Baptiste with a second effort, Jeff. And it is now 13-0 Amite.
Hammond knew going into this game they weren't be able to turn the ball over and come out on top. That time they did. Turned it over on about the 11-yard line. Good up-front blocking, hard running by C.J. Baptiste. 6 points, 1 play.
And if I'm not mistaken, the block was made by Dorset Buckles. And the Warriors quickly take advantage. Damon Thompson to kick the extra point. Wagner to hold. Good snap, good kick. It's up and through, and the Warriors lead it 14-0.
Tonight's game being brought to you by ALAC Refrigeration, Culinary Equipment and Supplies, sales, service, installation. ALAC carries a full line of walk-ins, freezers, reach-in boxes, ice machines, display cases, all your culinary equipment. Located at 1010 West Coleman in Hammond. Our phone 345-9476.
And, Jeff, I got to tell you, this becomes a very, very big possession for the Tornadoes. 7 minutes to go before the half. Somehow they got to put something together and at least get 3 points on the board before the half to try to turn the momentum. If you look at the Hammond sideline, I mean, hands on knees, everybody's down right now. And, Jeff, they've got to turn it on right here, or Amite could make this a laugher. And, you know, Hammond High in a position right now. They need a good run back, march down, get something on the scoreboard before the half.
Well, Darryl, Hammond has played a pretty good ball game. Couple mistakes, few drop passes, and pretty good defense by Amite to keep them out the end zone. But if they catch a few of those drop passes and then put something on the board, right now we'd be looking at a knotted up ball game.
But nevertheless, it's 14-0 Warriors. Now, from the Warriors sideline of the football, they want to come down here and try to shut Hammond down, 3 and out, and really pound it in to go into halftime with a big momentum swing. So right now, I believe this is a crucial series. Jones and Vial set back deep to receive. Awaiting the official's call. The side judge finally gets in position. They'll call for the football, and here they go. Kick is away, headed toward Marvin Jones. It'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a flag, and the Tornadoes will get the ball at the 35-yard line. So Hammond High takes over decent field position, their own 35-yard line with 7 minutes to go. And right now, Sledge has got to get a little better communication with his receivers and say, hey, guys, you got to put the football in your hands, hold on to it when I hit you with it, because we're not going to get very many opportunities to drop passes.
Well, you know, like they say, might as well go ahead and catch the ball, because even if you miss it, you're going to take a pop.
And once again, Jeff, I've noticed DJ Jackson has been open on 3 or 4 plays. They've got to somehow get the junior receiver the football. Try to get it in your playmaker's hands. He can make some plays for him. Also, Albritton. This time, Jackson in the slot. Albritton, the lone receiver to the top of your screen. 2-back set. Now they'll shift into the shotgun formation with no backs. They're going to throw the ball on a slant. Nowhere even close to Albritton. And there's a flag down. I'm not sure of that call, Jeff, because there was no way that pass was catchable. We'll see.
Unless they're going to call defensive holding or something like that. But
maybe a late hit. I'm not sure. But that we'll wait and see. And it looks like it's going to go against the Tornadoes. No, it's a personal foul, and that must have been what it was, Jeff. A late hit. They took a shot at him after the pass was by, and that's a big 15-yard penalty and puts the football at midfield, and that might just be what Hammond High needs to get it kick-started here.
Well, Darryl, like I said, I didn't really see the play. Maybe a late hit or maybe someone leading with their head and spearing. And, you know, they're on that pretty heavy. They're looking out for the protection and health of all these young men.
So first down and 10, Tornadoes. And the coaches for the Warriors real not happy with this situation.
Coach Career looked like he could run the 40 pretty quick himself.
He's one of a kind, Jeff. He will pace up and down that sideline, keeps it going.
And now after the coach he got on to, he's over there apologizing to him, hugging him. Said, look, I don't mean anything. Just get off the field. Don't cause any more penalties.
Exactly. Couldn't afford another penalty there. So first down 10, Tornadoes needing to get something going here. They shift Vial out in the slot, leave Ruffin in the backfield. They're going to hand the ball off to Ruffin. Another big hole. He'll pick up about 5. Hard running by Ruffin. Almost another late hit there. They pick up 5 on the play, Jeff. 6:38 to go, and right there, that's what Hammond needs to do. Bits and pieces, get down there and get some points.
Ideally, they'd like to take a lot of time off the clock and go in there and score 7, Darryl. I agree with you. I think it's imperative that Hammond puts something on the board before half.
You put something on the board at half and you get the ball to start the second half, you can get yourself back into the football game very quickly. Defensive end comes untouched. Sledge will just tuck it under. Jeff, he had to run for his life there. He'll only pick up 2 to put him in 3rd and short.
Darryl, number 68 looks like Mabry Wilson. I can't see. I told you that. Need my glasses.
I believe it is Mabry Wilson. Made a great play there. But what they're doing...
leaving him unchecked. He's just coming...
Well, one thing they're doing, Jeff, they're funneling Sledge back to the middle of the field. He's made one good run, but he's running him back into the pursuit. We've yet to see him roll out and get to the outside where he can do some damage. This time they fake the V out. He's going to roll left. Tries to throw across his body. Great catch by Daniel Tompkins as he lays out, and it'll be a first down at the 32-yard line.
You know, we call it like it is up here, Darryl. Thompson had 2 catches he should have made. Now he's made 2 great catches in a row to atone for the ones that he missed earlier.
And that was a great catch, Jeff. Gave up his body and laid out. And once again, that's about the hardest throw in football, rolling left and putting it on a line like that. Big first down, Tornadoes, 5:11 to go. Warriors up 14-0. And we get a flag in the backfield, and I'm not sure. Delay a game would have to be, Jeff.
Either that or an illegal substitution. I don't see how it could have been a delay of game, Darryl, because they couldn't have set the ball that quick.
And I'm not sure. I believe that is an illegal substitution. Carmen calls Brady over. He's not pleased with that one. But I think he's really jawing at the official while he's acting like he's talking to Brady. That backs him up 5. It'll be first down and 15 from the 37-yard line. Sledge under center, 2 backs in the backfield. They'll hand off the V off the right side. He's got running room up the middle. Drags forward for about 8 yards, and that's got to be a face mask, Jeff, the way he was jerked off his feet.
Well, I couldn't see it, but the way the Hammond crowd reacted, you've got to believe that a face mask or a roughing or something.
And one thing about it, Jeff, if that's a face mask, that's 15, and that's what it is, because there is no unintentional here. And actually, it's going to be half the distance to the goal, I believe, or the outside of 30.
Yeah, right at the 30.
So that'll bring them first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. So a couple of big penalties to get the Warriors, and they're letting Hammond sneak back into this one.
There again, Darryl, imperative that now they're in a position, they need to put this in the end zone, touchdown.
Well, I like the fact that Hammond's starting to mix in the run a little bit more, Jeff. They've relying a lot on the pass, and the play's been open, but they're not catching them, so mix it up a little more. First down and 10, ball at the 15. They'll go to the no-back set. Sledge out of the shotgun. He calls for the football, dropping back to pass. Looking for Albritton on the quick little stand. He'll spin to the outside. He'll pick up about 9 or 10, Jeff. Nice play. We can't see the mark from here, so we'll wait for the chain.
They've changed the mark to second down. Darryl, looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 1. You can do a lot from right here, Darryl. You can throw a fade route to the end zone, knowing that you have a couple more downs to pick up the first down.
Exactly. You might see him take a shot at the end zone here, Jeff. You're exactly right. I'd like to see him hand the ball off to either Tompkins or Ruffin here and see if they can pound it in to about the 2-yard line. Then you got 4 shots at it. That's what they do with Ruffin. He breaks free. He's inside the goal down to the 1. Looked like he was in.
Signal on the other side is for a touchdown. We didn't see the near.
Well, that's the weirdest thing I've seen, Jeff. You got 5 officials. Nobody shows it, and the one way out wide gives it to him, so it is a touchdown. Cutting the score to 14-6. Hall will attempt the extra point.
And we've got a ball game now, Darryl. Not that we had to have one, but on the scoreboard is what we're talking about.
Well, now the strategy is there's going to be about 3.5 minutes left when the Warriors get the ball. They want to go down and get something. Hammond High's got to stop them to keep it a game. Booming kick as he kicks it over the buses behind the hedges and cuts it to 14-7. Tonight's game brought to you by Bobby Tallow Realty. If you're ready to build, buy, or sell your home, call the professional team at Bobby Tallow Realty. Let them secure a good deal for you and your family. Bobby's well-trained staff include Maxine Hayden, Johnny Alfonso, Elaine Mercani, Diane Tallow, and his mother, Carmelite. Remember, look for that orange dot, a true sign of confidence. And never let us forget our good pal over there, Nicky Muscarella.
I'm sure he's here politicking somewhere.
Nicky, we kid because we can. 3:41 to go. The score has been sawed in half, 14-7. Tornadoes climb back in it. And we'll be back in just a moment. Go. Warriors lead it 14-7. Tornadoes set to kick off. as they finally pound one in, Jeff. And right there, I made a call, and they must have heard me. They must be tapped in here. You know, when I call a play, it usually works.
I'm sure they are, Darryl, but you're exactly right. They did a good job mixing the pass and the run, aided by two, or at least one big penalty.
Actually, probably two big penalties, Jeff. You had the face mask and a personal foul. Nevertheless, whatever it takes, get in the end zone, cut the score in half, and now the emphasis will fall on the defense to try to shut them out, going to halftime time, at least only down 7. Jarrell Carter and Oscar Perry, they try to pooch kick to the outside. Had a shot at it, Jeff. It's going to go out of bounds, and the ball will be turned over to Amite at the 35-yard line. That's not a bad try at that point, Jeff.
It's not, Darryl. However, you hate giving Amite any more field position you can. If it works, it's a great play.
They tried to catch him off guard, Jeff, but what they did was negate the run back. So Wagner will lead them out here. 3:24 to go before the half. They lead it 14-7, trying to get the momentum changed back to their side.
But Carmen's defense has done a pretty good job. The block punt late in the second quarter really hurt, but other than that, they've only given up the one big play.
Been pretty solid so far, and have looked stronger as the game's gone on. This time they'll hand the ball to Baptiste. Nowhere to go. Let me see the number as he gets out of the pile. Number 99, Tremaine Jackson, just loaded up and stuffed him at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, if you like high school football, you've got to love this. Both teams going after it full speed, just mashing each other, smash mouth football.
Well, we know how hard C.J. Baptiste runs, and he ran into a brick wall that time. 14-7 score, Warriors with 3:13 to go, and it's timeout taken by the Tours.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Golf Etc., featuring all Pro-Line clubs. Callaway, Titleist, TaylorMade, Cobra, FootJoy shoes. Golf Etc. also offers custom fitting, club repairs, and computer swing analysis. And Darryl, I was watching on TV last night on 17, and Ron Gotro was over there at Golf Etc. with Tommy Bolton, and they were analyzing his swing. Did you see that?
I didn't see it, Jeff, but I shudder at the thought of somebody analyzing that swing.
I mean, even Tommy had to laugh about that. He was talking about, well, your club's wide open, your arms flaring. He said, what can I do? He said, how about give up the game? I mean, that might be the best analysis he could get.
Well, you know, I can give him some analysis, and I'm going to say it over the air here. The problem with Ron Gotro's golf, he stands too close to the ball after he hits it. And we'll leave it at that. Second down and 10. Coach Donald Carrera taking a long time out there trying to get this offense going. He realizes he wants to get something on the board before the halftime. 3:13 to go. Man in motion. This time they'll roll out. They hand the ball to Perry. Nice play by number 1, Duke Adams, as Wagner handed the ball off to Perry. He came to the side once again, one-on-one, but he made a nice tackle.
Hammond's going to call another timeout, Darryl.
And you know, Hammond thinks if they can get their hands on the football, they can move down and maybe cut this even closer. Problem with it is, if they allow the first down here, they've saved a lot of time for the Warriors, so a risky play, but we know Carmen loves to gamble.
My sentiments exactly, Darryl. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. If they stop Amite, it's a great play. You get a chance. If they don't, they pick up the first down. My goodness, you play right into their hand.
Tonight's game brought to you by Bill Hood Ford of Hammond. Bill Hood's 99 closeout. Get the year's biggest rebates and discounts of the year. 99 Explorer, $5,000 off. 99 Expedition, $6,000 off. 99 Ford Mustang, $15,999. Just arrived the 2000 Excursion, Jeff. I saw this thing today as I was passing by Bill Hood Ford. It is huge. So if you've got a big family or you just like to get friends together to tailgate at LSU, whatever you may need, that might be the perfect vehicle for you. The largest sports utility vehicle on the market.
Huge play now, Darryl. Probably the biggest play of the half so far.
Third down and about 8. They bring Perry in motion. Wagner looking to throw. Got a man wide open and throws it low and behind him. Open was number 84, Andre James, and after Wagner being perfect the first 3 or 4 throws, he's missed a couple.
Well, he's getting pretty good protection, Darryl, and if you can fault Hammond anything, is that when they're coming up there and they see he's going to throw, they need to get their hands up, maybe even knock down a pass.
So with 2:57 to go, the gamble works, and the Tornadoes will get the football. VL will be set to receive about the 30-yard line, Jeff. Any kind of run back, they've got decent field position, and we saw Hall kicking 52-yard field goals in warm-up. Let's see if they can get down and get some points on the board. Setting up the run back. Nice kick. VL fields it at the 27. Got the wall set to the left, covered well by the Warriors. He'll get to the outside and slide out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Once again, a flag on the play. Got to be a clip or a holding at that point in the run back, Jeff.
Yeah, it's got to be. And I tell you, Darryl, as conservative as I am, and you know I am, it's almost better to fair catch the ball. Hammonds came out with better field position both times that they did. And you got to be impressed with this Amite kicking game. That's the clip. That's going to be 15 yards. So that really throws a wrench into Carmen's plans.
Ball will be marked back to about the 14-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Tornadoes.
Now you really got to be careful not to make a mistake down here if you're the Tornadoes. On the flip side of the coin, if you're Amite and you can force a turnover right here, boom, you can really widen the gap.
And watch the Warriors take some timeouts here trying to trap the Tours back deep in their territory and get another shot at it. And Jarrell Carter, the center fielder by this Amite defense, and Sledge comes out throwing. Nice pass to the outside, and they're going to call it no catch. Looked like Albritton might have had it, but it's a long way away. The official right there on the spot. It'll be second down and 10. Clock stopped at 2:37.
Pass ball is incomplete. It'll be second and 10.
Second down and 10, Tornadoes. Sledge once again under center, and that's the gambling when you throw the football. If it's incomplete, you stop the clock. This time he's going to roll left, looking to throw once again. Got a man going deep. Jackson turned the wrong way. It's going to be picked off by the Warriors. DJ Jackson will drag him down. And right there, Jeff, number 88, Morgan Reed, a senior, just stayed on the football, but Jackson had turned to the wide side of the field. Ball floated left.
Four Amite defenders down there, Darryl. But on the flip side of the coin, that play right there is just about as good as a punt.
Yeah, but Jeff, you don't want to punt on second down and leave this Amite Warriors offense 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go to get on the board.
You're correct about that.
Yardage does go as good as a punt, but they got a lot of time left here for halftime. We talked about the last series being big. This one's even bigger. Brandon Wagger rolling left. He's got a man open. Hits it high. It's tipped. Almost caught. Pass was intended for number 43, Thompson, but number 21, Nathan Solomon, was right there behind him. Almost came up with it.
Two good plays there. One by Chad White going up and deflecting the initial receiver, and then a good play by Duke Adams to break it up on the rebound.
So it brings up second 10. The ball is at the 48-yard line of the Warriors. They lead this game 14-7 with 2:17 to go. This is your coverage of high school football on FPTV Channel 17, your leader in local sports coverage. Darryl Smith along with Jeff Davis bringing you the action as Perry goes in motion. They fake the old speed play. They're going to throw long, and that's the one they scored on, Jeff. But this time he didn't lead him enough, and we've got a flag down, and this might be a late hit on the Tornado defense.
Tell you what, the receiver was wide open, lays it in. It's a touchdown. It looks like it'll be a personal foul, roughing the passer. And that's just devastating penalty against the Tornadoes that they just cannot afford to make against a quality team like Amite.
So the Tornadoes scoring drive aided by two big penalties by the Warriors. Tornadoes now returning the favor to give up a big one, and that'll move the football down inside the 40-yard line to the Tornado 37. 2:12 to go before the half. And if I'm the defensive coach, somehow I got to send Marvin Jones in on a blitz. You need to drop him for a loss somewhere along here. Quick pass out in the flat to Jarrell Carter, one-on-one with Adams. He beats him to the outside and will be run out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, Jeff. And right there, once again, one-on-one. This time they couldn't make the tackle. 2:05 to go. It'll be first down and 10 at the 16, maybe the 17-yard line for the Warriors.
Tell you what, a well-designed play. Jarrell Carter, as we well know, a tremendous athlete. Duke Adams just really couldn't make the tackle on one-on-one.
Well, anytime you can just turn and throw it quickly in the flat, it's going to be one-on-one coverage. This time they hand the ball off the left side, powering forward for about 5 yards is C.J. Baptiste. And he's been quiet in this game, Jeff.
About 5 yards on the carry. Puts the ball to the 11-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. 1:38 and counting here before the half. Huge plays as Wagner has them under center. Bring the man in motion. They turn and fake. Wagner trying to throw it over the middle. And right there, Marvin Jones and the intended receiver collided. Well before the ball was there, Jeff, but no call. Must have been within the buffer zone there at the line of scrimmage, and they just ran into each other, so to bring up 3rd down and 5. Clock stop, 1:27. Warriors lead at 14-7. Wagner on the sideline with Coach Career bringing in the play. Amite team very much under control here, Jeff. They send 2 receivers to the high side, 1 low. Wagner rolls right. Being blitzed by the Tours. There's a flag down on the far side of the field as he throws low and incomplete in the end zone. Intended for number 43, Damon Thompson, but we have a flag down.
You would think that was either an illegal procedure against Amite or an offsides Hammond, illegal shift against Amite. Now, if you're Hammond and bring up 4th and 5, or do you accept the penalty? I think you go ahead and decline the penalty.
You don't want to give this Warrior offense too many shots. They're backing up like they think the Tours are going to take it. This is a big call here, Jeff. I believe you decline the penalty here, Jeff, and make them go on 4th and 5. You know, this is something I don't understand. Yeah. The referees talk to the kids, and then the kids have to. Why don't they just go ask the coach? They do decline the penalty.
Amite looks like they're going to send in their field goal kicking team, and I'm going to tell you, Amite has shown that they have a very good kicking game of their own right.
Well, one thing about it, Jeff, Amite, what they wanted to do was get some kind of points on the board to make it a 2-score game. They'll take a timeout to set up the field goal.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Dixie Motors. Looking for a new or used car? Dixie Motors is the name to remember. Mazda, Lincoln, Mercury, Nissan. Over $2 million in inventory. Lots of program cars this week's special. 99 Mazda B 2500, $99.99. That's Dixie Motors, home of no rigmarole.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Fidelity Finance, located in downtown Hammond. For all your financial needs, see Johnny, Toby, or JC at Fidelity Finance. Back to school, consolidation, auto, first and second mortgage. Phone applications welcome. Call 429-8000. That's Fidelity Finance of Hammond. And one thing about it, if you watch Coach Career, he's into it. He gets out on the field in the huddle, Jeff. He doesn't call him to the sideline. He's real involved out there, a very emotional coach, and he keeps these Warriors fired up.
And I tell you, if you're one of his assistant coaches, you can't wear your feelings on your sleeves, because they'll get crushed.
Setting up for the field goal. The ball will be put down at the 18. It'll be a 28-yard field goal. It's Damon Thompson. Snaps down, kick is up, and it's going to be good. I believe, Jeff, a knuckleball drill through, and the score is now Amite 17, Hammond 7.
And you know, Darryl, that leaves time for Hammond to still accomplish what they tried to do, and that is put some more points on the board.
Well, with Hall's leg, with Hammond's throwing ability also, if they can get down, give him a shot at a field goal, even make or miss, they'll feel like they've accomplished something in the first half.
But, you know, does Carmen lose by calling those timeouts when Amite had the ball? You take a shot. If not, Amite probably would have ran the ball out, the clock out, and we'd be going into halftime 14-7. It's worth a shot, I guess, just to give up 3 points.
Set back deep to receive once again is V. Allen, Marvin Jones. Sometime this season, Jeff, I want to see Jones get his hand on the football. Last time they kicked it his way, but it went out of bounds. boom it deep. This one will go out of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20, so no time ticks off the clock. 1:13 to go before the half. Tornadoes with a final shot at the first half. You know, Jeff, talking about high school football in the area, Tangipahoa, one of the finest areas around for high school football. And next week, big game in the area, Independence Kentwood, and that's going to be a huge one. Looking down the road, you got Hammond Ponchatoula, you've got Independence Amite, you've got LaRondra. There's just a lot of big games in the area. And, you know, if you can get out and see one of these teams, you know, a lot of people like to follow their one team. A lot of people who don't have anybody playing, they go out from school to school and see all these fine athletes. Sledge drops back, looking to throw, being pressured from the outside, rolls right, nobody open. He almost threw an interception there. That's the one he should have threw high and away, Jeff. Gets away with it. It'll be 2nd down and 10, 1:06 to go before the half. One thing about it, Jeff, when you roll right, you cut half the field out of play, and the Warriors doing a great job of coverage.
Well, it looked like D.J. Jackson was open over the middle. Kind of perturbed the ball wasn't thrown his way, but I tell you, when you're being pressured and run one way, you just can't see everyone.
One thing about it, you're told when you roll out, don't throw late back over the middle. So 2nd down, Sledge drops the throw again. This time he's got a man open. Jackson with a diving effort, couldn't haul it in. Jarrell Carter came out of nowhere to interfere with it. But right there, Jackson had a shot. It would have been a great catch. But now it's 3rd and 10, 59 seconds to go before the half.
Brady Sledge just threw to a spot, hoping that Jackson would run in under it, dove for the ball. Would have been a good catch, would have been a great catch, but still a catchable ball.
Well, this is one time on 3rd down, Jeff. You've got to either complete the pass or run with it yourself, because you got to get that clock rolling. Sledge dropping the throw, being pressured, runs up the middle. He'll get to the outside, trying to get to the 1st down marker. He'll get out of bounds and will be right at the 1st down marker. Looks like he'll have it, Jeff, and that's a big play with 49 seconds to go. Ball out to the 30-yard line.
It does two things, of course. One, that's to pick up your 1st down and keep your drive alive, and 2, not having to give the ball back to this potent Amite offense.
And it also stops the clock, Jeff.
Well, then that's 3 things.
And there's going to be a official's timeout. Looks like they thought about measuring, but it's definitely a 1st down. Tornadoes staying alive.
And picks up the 1st down on the play. Ball being marked at the Tornado 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
And Jeff, it's amazing. Coach Career is now at his own 25-yard line, and the ball's back at the Hammond High 30. He gets a long way away from the play. Sledge turns and throws. Nice job to to Albritton. They'll pick up about 8 on the play, and he gets out of bounds once again, stopping the clock with 43 seconds to go. Nickel and diamond down the field.
You know, we saw Salmon move the ball about 80 yards last week in about 40 seconds, doing this just like that, throwing the ball, getting out of bounds, incomplete pass, picking up 1st downs, and then hit for a home run.
Or as our wonderful colleague would say, methodically matriculating down the field are the Hammond High Tornadoes.
That must be merely Marty Morgan.
Merely Marty, who tonight should be covering the Ponchatoula game. Sledge once again in the shotgun. Nice snap. He's got time this time. Looking to throw the football. Will be knocked down from behind. And there's the turnover, Jeff. The lineman didn't see it. Sledge got it knocked out from behind. And this could be a killer before the half. Ball at the 24-yard line with 36 seconds to go.
Now, I believe that Amite has their full allotment of timeouts. If not, I think they have at least 2.
Doesn't tell us on the scoreboard, Jeff. So we'll have to wait and see. 36 seconds can be a lot of time. They got a short distance to travel. Wagner under center, brings Perry in motion. They're going to turn. He's looking to throw, being pressured by Joe Ray. There comes Jones. Out of nowhere, Marvin Jones. I didn't see the number, Jeff, but you know it's got to be him, and it was.
Fantastic play. That's why LSU is just drooling. Can't wait to get this guy there.
One thing about it, Jeff, Wagner thought he had time to float outside, loses 10 yards on the play, and that could be huge. The clock is stopped with 29 seconds, 17-7 your score. Warriors lead it, trying to tack on more before the half.
Second and about 20 for the Warriors.
Second down and 20, Jeff, but they might be close to out of field goal range. Got to pick up some yardage. Wagner going to roll left. Ray coming upfield, being pressured. Patty drives him in the middle. Now he's got a lane to the outside. He'll throw it over the middle. Tipped and caught by a Warrior. What a break by AB, but we have a flag down, and he might be past the line of scrimmage.
I believe that's what it's going to be.
This is a big, big call. And that's going to be the call, Jeff. Wagner was rolling past the line of scrimmage, tip ball caught, and that's going to be loss of down and a penalty. How fortunes have turned, Jeff, in the last two plays. Now the ball is back at the 36-yard line. Loss of down, it'll be third down. They got to pick up some yardage to get a field goal shot.
Well, 16 seconds remaining. Career may choose to just run the ball here and run the clock.
You got to think, Jeff, that he's going to try to pick up about 10, 15 yards. Even if they don't get the first down, they'll have a shot at a field goal. I mean, you got to come out of here with some shot at points. Looking to throw is Wagner. Joe Ray breaks up the middle, going deep. Double coverage in the corner, and picked off by Duke Adams. It'll be tornado ball at the 20-yard line as time has expired. That's a big play, Jeff. Coach Carrere went for all the marbles, but time has expired, and it'll be halftime with the Warriors leading it 17-7.
Amite still asking for a safety, and it looked like Duke Adams did try to run that ball out, but they're calling a touchback.
I think what it was, Jeff, he's just trying to run out the rest of the clock. Warrior fans don't like it, but that'll do it for the half, and we'll be back at the start of the second half. And we had some technical difficulties, which didn't allow us to bring the halftime show, but we're back for the second half. Warriors lead it 17-7. Huge pass play early, Jeff, and then they blocked the punt and got a couple of turnovers, which led to 10 of their 17 points. Tornadoes, aided by a couple penalties, made one long drive and got a touchdown. They'll get the ball first, and it's been a whale of a game so far here at Amite. Kick is high. It's going to go to Vial inside the 5. He'll turn it straight up the middle, nowhere to go, and he's hit down hard at about the 22-yard line.
I tell you what, you got to give Vial credit to run that ball straight up the middle like that, knowing he was going to get hit.
This is Channel 17, FPTV, your leader in local sports. The self-proclaimed A-team, Jeff Davis, along with Darrell Smith, bringing you all the action.
Not self-proclaimed anymore. We got one vote, so the crew got none.
1-0. That's quite a poll there, Jeff. First down and 10. This time they'll turn and hand the ball off to Ruffin off the left side. He'll pick up a couple of yards. Hard running, but not much there for Habib Ruffin.
You know, and the running game has been there pretty much for Hammond High tonight, probably due to the fact that they've thrown so much. Butch Lee was asking the question why they didn't run more, and not really sure.
Well, had they run more, it might not have been as open. The passing opened up the run for them. Franklin Morgan now in wide receiver. This time they'll turn to hand to Vial. He'll pick up nice yardage. He'll be close to a first down, trying to use the old Amite poison against themselves, the old speed play. Tackle made by Dorset Buckles, and it's a first down.
You know, Amite fans got to be a little slap in the face for them to see them Hammond take a page out of Amite's book, but we've seen it work. We saw it work for a touchdown in the East Ascension game.
Well, imitation, the biggest form of flattery there as the Tornadoes take a page out of the book. Wow, what can we say, folks? It's a great night here in Amite. This time they'll run the option. He'll pitch to Vial. Vial running hard. He'll pick up about 4 or 5, Jeff. And the Tornadoes look to be a little bit more smoother coming out for this second half.
Well, they do. They're relaxed. I'm sure the opening jitters are gone. But, Darryl, the fact is, it doesn't look like Amite's going to give up a big play. You're going to have to earn it 5-10 yards at a time.
And I'm sure Carmen will take 5 yards at a time if he can get it. So second down and 5. Hammond High comes to the line. Tompkins alone set back. They'll bring Albritton in motion. This time they'll turn. He's looking to throw. Steps up. Nice little swing pass to Albritton. He'll have the first down out to the 49-yard line. And Jeff, right there, Sledge stepped up, bought himself some time, and completed to Albritton.
Well, outstanding heads-up play by Brady Sledge. Looks downfield, doesn't find a receiver, hits the safety valve pass, and Albritton goes for a first down.
The ball with the nose of the football touching the 49-yard line. Tornadoes threaten to break into Amite territory with 9:51 to go here in the third quarter. It's 17-7 Warriors. The Amite defense has been strong the whole game, Jeff. There's a handoff to Tompkins. He'll power forward, pick up maybe 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. And Hammond looking to put the ball on the ground just a little bit more so far in the second half. Sledge comes to the huddle with the play. It'll be second down and 7. V out to the high side of your screen. Franklin Morgan to the low. Ruffin the lone setback. Vial comes in motion. It's time to hand to Ruffin off the left side. Actually faked it. Pitches to Vial. Gets to the outside 40. 36-yard line he's down to. Nice fake by Sledge. He even fooled me, Jeff, but they get to the outside this time. And that's going to be another Hammond High first down.
You've got to be impressed with Vial's speed, too, Darryl. Vial showing that he has speed. He can run with these Amite defensive backs, and he's just a threat anytime he gets his hands on the ball.
Credit Sledge also holding on to the football at the last minute, taking the punishment, getting the pitch away at the last second. Tornadoes on the march, ball at the 34-yard line. Once again, Ruffin the lone setback. Ruffin off left side. He'll pick up 2 or 3 once again. Still fighting, going, dragging players. He's down to the 22. That'll be another first down, Jeff. And Hammond looks like they're fired up to start the second half.
Well, I tell you, Darryl, they couldn't do anything better but to take the opening half, march 77 yards in for a touchdown, and really change the complexion of this ball game as Amite is leading 17-7.
8:50 to go. Tompkins back in, replacing Ruffin after that hard run. Quite a bit of emotion from the Hammond sideline, Jeff. They wanted to come out here and make a statement early. So far doing that. Morgan comes in motion. They're going to hand the ball to Tompkins off the left side. He'll drag for about 2 or 3. Gang tackle by the Warriors. Carter in on the play. Also number 32, Leonard Brumfield. It'll bring up second down and 7 once again. So right now, Tornadoes slowly marching toward the goal line.
And Darryl, they're doing it with good play calling. They're mixing it up, diversified offense. But you just got to believe that Amite is somewhat vulnerable to the run up the middle.
Well, they've lulled them to sleep throwing the ball the whole first half. Have come out in the second half and kept it predominantly on the ground. This time Sledge fakes it. He's got Lano wide open. Throws the football. It's caught inside the 5, down to the 3. And that'll be another first down. It'll be first and goal.
Great play call. Good catch by Lano. The Amite defender, number 31, Patrick Walford, looked like he had a shot to close the gap. The ball kind of hung up, but the ball was delivered on time. Big play for the Tornadoes.
And right now it's first down and goal from the 3, Jeff. Habib Ruffin back in. We've seen hard running by these 2 Hammond High backs. Turn, hand the ball to Ruffin. He'll power forward. He's going to be inside the 2, down to about the 1-yard line. 7:25 to go. Tornadoes knocking at the door. It's a 17-7 lead for the Warriors. They'll bring Vial and Tompkins back in. Leave Ruffin in the game. Looks like they're going to go. Actually, Ruffin's going to come out. Thought they were going to go to that power package they used, Jeff. resting at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal, Tornadoes. Tompkins alone, setback. Vial comes in motion. Hand the ball off to Tompkins off the right side, left side, excuse me, and he'll score. And the score is now Warriors 17, Amite 13. Hammond High is alive over in the stands, folks, on the sideline, and this is what they wanted to do coming out in the second half. They've marched it right down the field and touched pay dirt and cut the lead to 4.
Well, they did that, Darrell. They also silenced this Amite crowd over here. Maybe a little bit stunned.
Hall will attempt the extra point. There's movement. I believe it was the Warriors jumped across. We'll wait and see. If it is, not a big call there against Amite. And it is offsides. They'll move it half a football to the goal, and they'll attempt the extra point. It'll be Jim Hall.
I wonder if a thought even crosses Carmen's mind on whether to go for 2, but he immediately sends back in or leaves in the kicking team to kick the extra point.
A little early in the second half, Jeff. I think they will just go ahead and kick it through there. And he booms it up and through. And the scores, Amite Warriors 17, Tornadoes 14. Tonight's game brought to you by Circle A Hardware in Albany and Robert. For paint, hardware, lumber, electrical, plumbing supplies, it's Circle A Hardware on special this week. 50 pounds of ryegrass seeds, $17.99. 50 pounds of deer corn, $4.25. 200 amp mobile home poles, $2.99. That's Circle A Hardware, Albany and Robert. Feed for horses, cows, dogs, just about anything you want.
Chicken, everything. They got everything there. Go by and see Felix at Circle A Hardware, Albany and Robert.
And once again, thank all of our sponsors tonight for helping get us on the air. We're here at a beautiful night in Amite. The lead has been cut to 3. Channel 17 bringing you all the action.
I tell you what, Darrell, what a great football game this has been so far. What a great night for football. Hammond High is huddling up over there. The officials talking to him. Not sure what that's about. But, Darrell, remember the last kickoff where Hammond did a little pooch kick? It's basically an onside kick that you hope to run under the ball and catch the defense napping.
The Amite fans trying to get the Warriors back pumped up as Hammond's opened up the second half with a long drive for a touchdown. 6:49 to go, third quarter. And, Jeff, it doesn't get any better than this up here in Amite, Louisiana. The #1 ranked AAA Amite Warriors taking on a 5A competition from the Hammond High Tornadoes. And it has been all it was built up to be, Jeff. 3-point game here in the second half.
Now it's Amite's job to answer the Tornadoes. Now what Amite doesn't want to do is turn the ball over or go 3 and out and give Hammond, who has the momentum right now, the ball back.
Jarrell Carter and Oscar Perry set back deep to receive. You know, watching the sideline across the way there, Corman's running, pushing his team back. Robert Obeek falling down on the job a little bit. That's his job to get them back, and, you know, want to keep Corman's attention on the field. Hall will be set to kick off. Booms a high, wobbly kick. It'll be fielded inside the 5 by Jarrell Carter. He's going to come up the middle, swarmed in by Tornadoes, down at the 14-yard line.
First on the play, number 32 for the Tornadoes.
I believe that's Banks. And also number 37 in on the play, Jeff, was R.J. Cavalier. Warriors will take over at their own 14-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. And right now you can see a whole different Tornado emotional build here in the second half. They're fired up, Jeff. So the Warriors, to quiet the crowd, will need to come out, get a few first downs, march down the field to try to calm. Hammond High is just really, you see a lot of movement on the sideline. That tells you that they're ready to roll here. Second half, 6:42 to go. Warriors leading 17-14. Perry goes in motion. They're going to roll the old bootleg to Wagner. Duke Adams will make the play, but they'll pick up about 9 or 10 yards on the play, Jeff.
Still a nice open field tackle by Duke Adams.
And the mark goes down. They'll block it back to about a 6-yard gain. It'll be second down and 4 for the Warriors.
You know, and that's the peculiarity of the situation is that when it looks like Hammond has stopped Amite, they picked up 5 or 6 yards.
Once again, again, Wagner brings them to the line. A seasoned veteran at quarterback for the Warriors. Been in a lot of big games for Amite. You won't see him panic in this situation. This time it's Baptiste over the right side, and right there, leading the play was 99, Tremaine Jackson, with a lot of help from his friends.
But there again, Darryl, and Nathan Eads was in there, some other guys, but you're seeing the big number 38 really playing a good ball game tonight. We didn't catch his name again, but he is the transfer student in from Maryland.
It's 3rd down and 4, and you can hear the Hammond sideline getting loud. They know this is a key 3rd down early in the second half. They could come out with great field position. They could stop them here. 5:22 to go and counting in the 3rd quarter. Quick pass over to the sideline. Amite will pick up the 1st down. Coming across with the big lick was Chad White, but not before Nathan Solomon picks up the 1st down for the Warriors.
Tell you what, Darryl, that shows you why they're a #1 ranked team. Much diversification on the offense. Run the ball, run the speed play, come back, quick pop. They've got it all.
Well, one thing about it, Jeff, your cornerbacks cannot play 8-9 yards off on 3rd down and 4. They've got to get up and play and take the chance, and they didn't there, and they give them a 1st down. Ball rests at the 30-yard line. Is 1st down and 10. This time it's the bootleg once again. A Sim Ruffin over. Also in on the play was number 99, the big lineman, Tremaine Jackson. But once again, they pick up about 4 or 5 on the play, Jeff.
Well, right now, Coach Career is taking what Hammond's giving them. They're shutting down the speed play and the little dive play. Come back with the quarterback bootleg, gives them something else that they have to defend against.
And what's happening is the guard is trapping the, tackle is trapping the end inside. He's got to get upfield and not allow him to roll out on that play. Baptiste in motion. They're going to run quarterback keeper to the right. Off right tackle. He'll be out close to a 1st down. According to the spot, Jeff, I think he'll have it.
Yes, Darryl, he definitely got the 1st down. But there again, Amite is moving the ball. But Hammond is not giving in. They are not giving up the big play as of yet, as they did in the 1st quarter on the 1st drive.
Right now, a lot of conservative play calls here. They're keeping the ball in Brandon Wagner's hands, knowing he'll make good decisions. So far, 2 1st downs, very good decision. Ball out to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 with 4:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Warriors lead by 3. They're going to fake the ball, hand it to C.J. Baptiste. He's hit at the line. Still powers forward about 2 yards, but we'll have a flag.
Could be a face mask in there, and it also could be a holding. So let's wait and see what the call is going to be.
Warrior players say it's against the Tours. We'll wait for the official. And it is a face mask, Jeff. And that'll be 15 yards and another 1st down. Ball is marked down inside Hammond territory to the 43-yard line. So after Hammond marches down the field, Amite trying to answer here in the 3rd quarter.
Lance Patty out of the game in number 79, Kellen Gardner.
This time they hand off the left side to Baptiste. He'll power forward, pick up 3 yards. So Amite doing basically what Hammond did on their 1st series, pounding the ball right at the Tornado defense.
I tell you what, Baptiste is a bull, too. He's not going to come down with just 1 tackle, and if you do tackle, he's still going to fall forward for 2 or 3.
You know, Baptiste only 5'11", but he weighs 215 pounds, and another seasoned veteran, a senior. He's been there for 3 years for the Warriors. 2nd down and 7. Wagner looks over the defense. Wagner will keep it on the bootleg. This time Joe Ray drags him down after only about 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Daryl, getting on into the third quarter, 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, you might think that Career is in 4-down territory now.
Well, they're inside the 40-yard line down to the 38. I really believe it'll depend on what they pick up here, Jeff. If they can get it within 2 yards from 4th down, I think they will go for it. But then again, like I said, he's got a lot of confidence in his defense. So we'll see. Wagner looking to hand the ball off to Batiste. Nowhere to go as the big man, Lance Patty, drags him around the ankles and waits for Eads and Ruffin to pull him down. They only pick up maybe a half yard on the play, Jeff.
Well, so that was the type of call that leads me to believe that they are in 4-down territory. But now a decision has to be made. He looks like he's huddling up his, and he's not sending in the punting team either.
Looks like they'll go for it on 4th down and 5. And this is where your playmakers on both sides of the football have to step up. Look for Wagner and Marvin Jones, see who can win this battle. They're looking to throw, got a man wide open deep. And he's going to score. Once again, it was Damon Thompson getting behind the defense, and Amite makes them pay on 4th and 5.
Well, Daryl, the difference in this ball game, Amite has made the big plays. Credit Coach Career with the guts to go for it. 4th down on about his own 38-yard line, but a great play call, good play fake. They faked to the running back, faked the sweep play, drop back, hit the man streaking down the...
And one thing it was, Jeff, great protection by the offensive line, gave him the time. And we saw it coming all the way, and he was wide open once again. Warriors lead now 23-14. They're going to fake it, and there's Marvin Jones giving him no time. Wagner tried to roll out. Jones came out of nowhere, and that'll keep the lead at 9, Jeff.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Carlos Notriana, candidate for Tangipahoa Parish Council, District 8. Carlos is a lifelong resident of District 8, owner-operator of Carlos Quick Stop, member of the Hammond Chamber of Commerce and Holy Ghost Catholic Church. On Election Day, October 23rd, vote Carlos Notriana, number 88 in District 8.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Gilmore Financial. Do you have more month at the end of your money? Then you may need a consolidation loan from the loan specialist at Gilmore Financial. Loans for any worthwhile purpose. See Donnie Gilmore at Gilmore Financial or call 345-1700.
Well, Daryl, Hammond comes out, scores the touchdown, what they needed to do. Amite answered right back with a drive of their own, aided by the big 4th down touchdown pass.
Well, one thing that goes unnoticed is a missed extra point in a game like this. That could come back to haunt the Warriors late in this football game, with a field goal could now win it after a touchdown if the Tours could put themselves in that position. Wobbly kick headed toward Vial. He'll field it on the run. Trying to come up the middle. A lot of purple there and nowhere to go for Vial, but he gets it out to the 26-yard line. Not sure if that one was by design or not, Jeff, but it limits your run back ability.
No, I wouldn't think so, Daryl. After he's been booming it into the end zone, just a little bit of a missed kick, missed the ball.
Well, he's probably got to be tired. He's caught 2 touchdowns, kicked a couple extra points, and doing the kickoffs also. So 1st down and 10 from the 26 for the Tornadoes. Sledge looking to throw, got Jackson open over the middle. We're going to get a face mask call as he stays in there and completes. The defender went by, and I believe he grabbed Brady by the face mask, but let it go quickly, but the flag was thrown.
Yeah, they're clapping their hands, so that's what it's going to be, Daryl.
That'll be 15 yards, Jeff. And, you know, a 1st down for the Tours, but right there, just an inadvertent face mask, but in high school, it's 15 no matter what.
Well, don't forget, this is the 3rd drive that's been aided by face mask. The last Amite drive and the drive that Hammond scored on their first points with a face mask. Now another face mask puts them into very good field position.
It'll move the ball out close to midfield, out at the 48-yard line, Jeff. So Tornadoes, aided by the penalty, trying to answer back after the Warriors marched down and scored.
Tornadoes to the yard line.
This time they'll run the option. They'll pitch to Franklin Morgan. Nice cut inside. Gets to the outside. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. Big play on the option by Franklin Morgan.
Sorry about that, folks. I blocked y'all's view, but I had to see it. Darryl, what can you say? Wow, what a football game. What two Trojan champions out there just fighting and battling back and forth.
Well, right there, somebody we haven't seen carry the football a lot, but he made one great move to the outside at the line of scrimmage and puts the Tornadoes inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
And y'all not going to see the end of the play because I stood up. If Butch punched me in the side, I'll be rubbing that for a while.
Well, the fans stood up in front of us. We were trying to get the call to you. Morgan goes in motion. This time they'll hand the ball off to Tompkins off the left side. He's powering forward for 3 or 4. Pick up closer to 5 on the play, Jeff. And Tornadoes, like I said, you like to see these two teams answer back at each other. 12 seconds to go. I don't know if they'll get another play off for the end of the third quarter.
Picked up about 4 yards on the catch.
And it looks like they won't, Jeff. So we'll go to the end of the third quarter with the Warriors leading the Tours 23-14.
Tonight's game brought to you by Home Team Mortgage. When you need money, call home. Home Team Mortgage, 543-0707. For purchase, construction, refinance, consolidation, see Shane Smith or Cassandra Smith, the loan specialist. Terms from 60 to 480 months. Let us customize your home payment. Located at 1000 North Morrison Boulevard, Suite 1. Ask us about a debt consolidation free program. Home Team Mortgage, 543-0707.
Don't forget about Oakwood Mobile Homes, located at 42330 South Morrison Boulevard, across from the Ramada Inn in Hammond. They are the largest manufactured home dealer in America. They sell, insure, build, finance at Oakwood Mobile Homes. We are the bank. 6.99 interest rate, 500 down on singles, 1,000 down on doubles. Oakwood Mobile Homes, 345-0511. Well, it's gut check time here, Jeff. Fourth quarter of a close ball game. Warriors lead by 9, but Hammond knocking at the door. Second down and 5. They're going to turn. They're going to run the option once again. Nice pitch to Vial. Runs into Jarrell Carter. Knockdown, fumbles. But I believe it went out of bounds. But once again, a backwards roll. We'll see where the mark ends up being.
Well, Darryl, it's hard to see. It was almost, I thought as far as progress was stopped, but they did rule it a fumble. Unfortunate for Hammond, the ball got out of bounds.
But that's twice that we've seen Vial fighting for extra yardage, put the ball on the ground. This time it only cost them a couple of yards, but this becomes a big third down play. Ball resting at about the 11-yard line. They need to get down to the 3 for a first down. Sledge dropping back to throw, got plenty of time. Got a man open in the corner, it's Landry, and touchdown. Brady Sledge, credit the offensive line on that one, Jeff. He had all day in a great pocket, hit Landry for the touchdown, and we've got a whale of a football game here in Amite. Score now stands at 23-20.
All I can say is, wow, what a football game.
Well, if you paid your money to get in here tonight, Jeff, you're getting your money's worth as these two teams are going at it. Hall will attempt to cut the lead to 2.
All important extra point here.
Nice snap, kick is down, up, and into the oak tree and good. And it is now 23-21, a whole quarter left to play. 11:40 to go in the ball game, Jeff, and it's a nail biter.
Well, I tell you what, Darryl, LSU may need a kicker in the future. They need to keep their eye on Jim Hall. If they have a problem making extra points and getting the ball up, he does a beautiful job. Both teams blessed with good kickers. Tonight's game being brought to you by ALAC Refrigeration and Culinary Equipment and Supplies, Sales, Service, Installation. ALAC carries a full line of walk-ins, freezers, reach-in boxes, ice machines, display cases, and all your culinary equipment. Located on West Coleman Street in Hammond, or call 345-9460. 7-6.
And so far in the second half, neither team can stop the other one. Now it'll be the Tornadoes defense turn. Hall will set to kick it off. Deep to receive is Carter. And also Oscar Perry, number 80. Feel like I'm at Florida State here, Jeff, with the Amite fans doing the Atlanta Braves chop, the Florida State Seminoles chop. Up here is the Amite Warriors chop.
Well, I tell you what, if the Florida-Tennessee game is anything like this, and what a whale of a game that'll be tomorrow. But this is as fine a football game as I've seen in a long, long time.
2-point lead by the Warriors. They're set to receive the Hammond kickoff with 11:40 to go. Hall with a knuckleball headed toward Carter. Hits him in the helmet. Nice catch. He'll bring it up the middle. Tries to get to the outside. Going to be dragged down at about the 23-yard line by Bobby Mitchell. And also it's number 45, Parker Ellis.
Darrell, as you said, it's gut check time. Hammond answered. Now Amite must do the same.
Well, it's like Ali Frazier, Jeff. It's like Foreman and Tyson. It's the heavyweights that one knocks a blow and the other one comes back. It's Amite's time to tee off here. We'll see if the Hammond High defense can withstand the blow and shut somebody out here. Whoever's had it in the second half has scored.
Everybody's talking about Frazier.
And we'll have a flag right there. And maybe they're throwing that penalty on your imitation of Joe Frazier, Jeff. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. They're pointing against Hammond. Another illegal substitution. So you're giving Amite a gift of 1st and 5.
Not sure if they're having trouble getting the plays in or what the call is, but that's twice we've had that call against them, Jeff. Throwing the quick pass to Tompkins and picked off by the Tornadoes. Duke Adams with a gift, had it knocked in his hands, and look at the Hammond High sideline.
What a break, Darrell. It's a game of break. Amite has gotten the majority of them, or they've gotten the big plays. But now Amite, you better watch out for a sense of celebration down there.
And looked like Adams had it tipped into him, and then the receiver just crushed it in his chest. He couldn't miss it, Jeff.
Darrell, now guess what? You've got the ball at the 35-yard line. Now, I know there's a lot of time, 11 minutes and 24 seconds. But if you can get the ball down about another 15 yards, you're well within Jim Hall's range to take a lead in this ball game, the first of the night.
Right now here, Jeff, don't be surprised to see him go for the knockout blow and throw it deep. Roughing off the right side, that offensive line just barreling forward. Look at that offensive line push. And right now, Jeff, these two heavyweights are going at it.
You know what that looked like there? It looked like a rugby scrum. Just get behind and push.
A scrum?
Is that what it's called?
You're exactly right. I was just surprised to hear it come out of your mouth.
Hey, I played rugby in Beaumont, Texas for a half of a half. That's all I could go, and I went to the beer wagon after that.
2nd down and 2, Tornadoes. And the momentum has definitely changed, Jeff. It's a little bit quiet on this Amite sideline. That was a big, big turnover by the Tornadoes defense, talking about stepping up to the plate. Brady Sledge under center once again. Warriors defense been great all night. They're going to fake. Sledge looking to throw. There's a deep pass looking for Lano. Almost comes up with the play. His height almost got him there, Jeff, but incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
You got to like the call. As Coach Moore said, Lano's going to be a big-time football player somewhere. He's well over 6'5", pretty good size, going to have to put on some weight, but he's only a junior also.
Well, one thing about it, Jeff, that's twice they've gone deep to the tight ends, but, you know, with 2nd down and 2, they figured they got 2 plays to get 2 yards. Take your shot. They did. Come up empty. It'll be 3rd down and 2. 10:26 to go in the game. Warriors lead at 23-21 in a great high school football game here in Amite, Louisiana. Running the option, Sledge with the pitch to Vial, and that's just great defense by Amite.
Well, Darryl, I think that almost takes you out of field goal range. The ball looks like it's going to be spot down. Well, let's see where the spot's going to be. About at the 28. That would make a 45-yard field goal. We know he has the leg, but what will he do?
But 4th and 4, I think they'll go for it. Morgan Reed on the play there defensively. Great job by the senior to stuff that option. It's not game breaker time, Jeff, but this is a big play in the ball game. Sledge dropping the throw, got a little time, throws the out pattern. That's going to be very close to a first down. It's complete to Lano, and it's going to depend on the mark by the official.
Well, the Hammond fans seem to think it's a first down.
You can't blame the chain crew, but let me tell you something, Jeff. They got the first down, but every time that ball goes to the sideline, they drop that flag and get out of the way.
Well, it is a first down, and how clutch is that? A 4th down play. Lano showing the good hands, all the confidence in the world in Brady Sledge to throw that ball out there, and you had to throw it perfectly. It's a timing route. Any miscommunication in the timing, and it doesn't work.
Well, I know they have the confidence in the catch and the pass, but the offensive line has to do the job, and so far in the second half, Jeff, excellent job by a young offensive line. Turn and hand the ball to Ruffin. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Number 92, James Brown with the play. Lost of a little bit on the play. It'll be second down and a little bit over 10 yards to go. .9:15 and counting here, 4th quarter. Warriors lead this one by 2, but Tornadoes at about the 25-yard line of Amite. We're going to get a flag on the play.
Lano moved a little early, a little prematurely there, trying to plead his case with Corman Moore, but it's not going to work. Darryl, you know, I would look for maybe a fade route out to the near side. They haven't really tried that tonight.
Well, one thing they've done is throw predominantly to the outside. We've seen them make 2 big plays early in the season up the middle on a deep pass. They've yet to go to it tonight, so don't rule that one out either. But I think here on second down and 15, you try to pick up about 7-8 yards, get yourself in a manageable 3rd down play. VI once again goes in motion. They're going to turn and hand the ball to Ruffin. He's tripped down at the line of scrimmage, only picks up 2.
Not a very imaginative play call on second down and long.
I think they're trying to catch him off guard, hoping they would catch him in a pass defense. Did not. It is now 3rd down and 13. All important 3rd down play. With the ball resting at the 28-yard line, it would be about a 45-yard field goal. This time they'll run the option. Sledge with the pitch. VI will only pick up 2 yards. And you're going to see Hall come out. They're going to go for the field goal. Should be about a 43-yarder, Jeff.
Well, he's got the leg. We all know that. Now, the danger you have here is going to be a pretty long field goal, and the trajectory of the ball has to be longer than an extra point, so you can't get it up quite as quick.
Well, this is true, Jeff, but we saw Hall in early on. He gets the ball up quickly, kicks it real high. Question here is he too pumped up to be accurate? Nice snap. Kick is up. It's going to be short, I believe, Jeff, and missed it just right. Might have barely cleared the crossbar, but once again, Tornadoes miss a field goal that would have gave them the lead. But there's a lot of time left. 7:55. Amite dodges the bullet.
Well, you know, that's not Jim Hall's fault. Hammond, blessed with great field position, couldn't do anything with it. Instead of a really makeable field goal, that's 50-50 at best. At best.
Sigh of relief from the Amite sideline. They still lead it by 2, 23-21, and it'll be up to Brandon Wagner and the Amite offense to try to take some time off this clock and move the ball down the field. So Tornadoes do not capitalize on the big interception by Duke Adams. Hand the ball off to Batiste off the right side. He'll pick up about 3, hit down by Eads and Jones. be second down and about 8. And, you know, Jeff, it's a testy part of the field. You're far enough out where you feel like you can throw, but a turnover here didn't happen on the last time, but it would put them in, definitely give them a shot at points. So they got to be careful. He'll run something safe. They're going to be a flag down. I believe we're going to get an illegal procedure call against the Warriors. That is the call. It'll back them up 5 and put them in second down and 12. Ball pushed back to the 18-yard line. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go. This has been a ball game, Jeff, that has had a lot of flows in emotion. Right now, it's really up in the air to see who can get the emotion and finish this one off. Wagner sends Perry motion to the outside. He's looking to throw. Slant across the middle. Wide open. Big play. He's out in the open. There's going to be a holding call. The ball is down to the Hammond High. Looks about like the 30-yard line, Jeff, but we have flags way back, and the way the Amite players are holding their helmets is going to go against the Warriors.
Well, Darryl, that should be a spot foul. So if it's a holding or a clip 15 yards from that spot, it's going to negate a long gainer. However, clip from that spot.
A 52-yard pass play. Wagner to Nathan Solomon is going to be negated by a penalty. And how huge is that call, Jeff?
Well, it's huge. And Coach Moore had talked about the speed, and that if they got past him, he really didn't feel like he had the speed as he had in the past to run anybody down. That time they did.
But even though on the penalty, Jeff, they gained 7 yards on the play because, as you said, it was a spot foul. It'll be second down and about 6. 6:20 to go, fourth quarter. FPTV bringing you this battle between the Amite Warriors and the Hammond High Tornadoes. Amite leading it 23-21. As we'll take, I believe it'll be the Amite Warriors taking a timeout.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Bobby Tallow Realty. If you're ready to buy, build, or sell your home, call the professional team at Bobby Tallow Realty. Let them secure a good deal for you and your family. Bobby and his well-trained staff include Maxine Haddon, Johnny Alfonso, Elaine McCanty, Nikki Muscarella, Diane Tallow, and of course his mother, Carmelite. Remember to look for that orange dot, a true sign of confidence.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Golf Etc., featuring all Pro-Line clubs. Callaway Titleist, TaylorMade, Cobra, FootJoy shoes. Golf Etc. also custom fitting, club repair, computer swing analysis coming September 25th at Ironwood Demo Day. All the major sales reps will be there from 12 to 4. Try before you buy. That's Tommy Bolton at Golf Etc., 345 par 4.
And as we mentioned earlier, you really don't have to take lessons. All you have to do is watch Ron Gautreau swing, do exactly what he does not. Don't do his swing and you'll be fine.
Well, I watched him swing, Jeff, and I went out and played in a tournament and won the long drive last tournament I was in.
Come on. It must have been the drive home.
Well, they tell me I'm long-winded, so I must have got a little wind behind it. Brandon Wagner in the center on 2nd and 6. Will turn. Looks like a broken play. He'll just keep it up the middle. Not sure if that was by design. He'll pick up about 2. Put him in 3rd and about 4.
Clock ticks under the 6-minute mark. Amite still holding a 23-21 lead.
There's still a reasonable amount of time left, Jeff, but the Taurus can stop them here. Otherwise, if Amite can slowly march down this field, Hammond still got their timeouts, but they can take a lot of time off this clock. Might limit Hammond to 1 more possession. So really a big stop here would be huge for the Taurus, because even if they don't score in the next possession, they might get it back twice. Once again, Wagner will roll to the outside. He's going nowhere. Gang tackled by the Tornado defense led by Eads, Marvin Jones, Duke Adams. They were all there, Jeff, and they'll knock him down. 4th down and 2. You got to punt it away, Jeff.
And I tell you what, you got to give this Hammond defense a lot of credit, stopping this high-potency offense of Amite and giving themselves a chance to win the ball game.
Well, it looks like Amite's going a little bit conservative on these last two series, Jeff. Have elected to let Brandon Wagner just run with the football. Clock now under 5 minutes. VI will set up to receive at his own 40-yard line. Hammond High should get pretty good field position. Nice snap. Punt is away. Beautiful kick. VI fair catch at his own 42-yard line, where the Tornadoes will take over with great field position.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Bill Hood. Bill Hood's 99 closeout. Get the year's biggest rebates and discounts. 99 Explorer, $5,000 off. 99 Expedition, $6,000 off. 99 Ford Mustang, $15,999. And just arrived the 2000 Excursion, the largest sports utility vehicle on the market. Call 345-1590 or visit the website at www.billhood.com.
And don't forget, at every home game, Bill Hood's sponsoring some kind of contest where you can win a brand new vehicle at Hammond High home games.
Nice. And we have an official timeout, and we'll be right back.
Tornadoes have it at their own 42-yard line, first down and 10. They trail by 2. The score is Amite 23. Hammond High 21, a field goal winning for the Tours. They just missed one from 43. We'll see if they try to get it a little closer. VI in motion once again. Sledge looking to throw. Pump pass, swings it to VI to the outside. Nowhere to go. And Jeff, he got creamed on the sideline. Will probably not gain anything on the play. It'll bring up second down.
Well, Darryl, that was stuffed all the way. That's a good play if that's your safety valve. That looked like that was a design play to get him the ball.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10. The swarming Amite defense trying to rise to the occasion here and preserve this 2-point lead. Sledge has him at the line. Long setback is Tompkins. They'll turn, fake it. Sledge looking to throw. Swing pass of V out. He'll lose about 6 yards as he slipped down. And Jeff, now Hammond looks like they're going conservative.
And I really don't understand the play calling. It didn't work to the right side. You came back to the left. Looked like it was defended very well. I believe you got to throw the ball down the field. You've been successful hitting Lano, but then, like you said, you go conservative.
And now it's third down and 15 with 3:22 to go. You're going to have to decide on fourth down. What do you do if they pick up some yardage on third? Because if you get it to Amite, even though you have 3 timeouts left, they get a couple of first downs. It could be all over. And Carmen will take a timeout here to discuss.
You know, Darryl, that's a tough place to waste a timeout. I know it's a critical play and an important play, but if you have to turn the ball over, as you mentioned, you might can stop Amite. They're definitely going to grind the ball out, but it should have been nice to be able to call a timeout after every play.
Clock is stopped with 3:03 to go. It's a wonderful ball game here in Amite, Louisiana.
It's the big guy who can!
Tonight's game brought to you by Fidelity Finance, located in downtown Hammond. For all your financial needs, see Johnny, Toby, or JC at Fidelity Finance. Back to school, consolidation, auto, first and second mortgages, phone-in applications welcome. Call 429-8000. That's Fidelity Finance of Hammond. Tonight's game also brought to you by Circle A Hardware in Albany and Robert. For paint, hardware, lumber, let's go. Plumbing supplies, it's Circle A Hardware. On special this week, 50-pound ryegrass seed, $17.99. 50-pound deer corn, $4.25. That's Circle A Hardware, Albany, Robert.
Warrior fans are alive with a chant of defense on this big third down and 15 play. 3:03 to go in the ball game. VI will come in motion. Sledge drops back. Penetration. He's going to get sacked. Efren Okata, Jeff, with a big sack. and the Tours will be forced to punt it away.
Well, Darryl, they're going to have to hustle in and kick this ball off as the clock continues to run. But that's what happens when you put yourself in a conservative situation. Throw two swing passes, don't pick anything up, then you force your quarterback into a deep pass. Amite just pins their ears back and comes, and Brady Sledge didn't have a chance.
Well, the difference in what Hammond did was swing the pass behind the line of scrimmage. Amite, on the other hand, just immediately snaps and throws to the wide receiver at the line, let him go one-on-one. Beautiful spiraling kick, going to be fair caught by Carter at his own 37-yard line. Warriors will try to run off the last 2:15 of this game. Hammond High with 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, Darryl, basically they have to pick up a first down, especially if they do it on second or third down after Hammond has used their timeouts, and the ball game will be over.
Look for Hammond High to come with some blitzing linebackers to try to get some plays for a loss.
Well, they definitely have to gamble here, and I wouldn't believe it'd be too bad of a gamble because I can't see Career putting the ball up in the air any kind of way, stopping the clock.
Well, the field positions they have, even if they go 3 and out, they punt the ball away. Hammond still got a long way to go. Look for them to keep it on the ground here. They run 3 wides to spread them out. There's the handoff to C.J. Baptiste. He powers forward, running hard, picks up about 4 yards. Closer to 5, Jeff. It'll be 2nd and 5. Hammond High will take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. Brandon Wagner has them to the line. Quarterback sneak off the right side. He'll power forward, pick up about 2 yards, maybe 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. And the Tornadoes will be forced to take another timeout. That's their last, Jeff. So with 1:54 to go, Jeff, they're going to call a quick timeout here. If Amite gets the first down, they'll be out of timeouts. This one will be history. So this is the play of the ball game coming up.
No doubt about it. And I tell you, he's going to run something very conservative that he'll pick up positive yardage. If he picks up a half a yard, don't be surprised if he didn't go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Well, Jeff, they might run the same play they just ran, the quarterback sneak off the left side of the center. They just a quick snap and go with it. Wagner very adept at that. And right now, you just got to see everybody. They got to put 9 men in the box and play man-to-man on the receivers. They send 3 receivers. They'll put all 8 men on the line. You got to stop them here. Either way this one turns out, Jeff, you've got to be just giving your hats off to both teams. This has been a very well-played ball game, a very close ball game. There they are, all 8 men in the box. They'll send 1 man in motion. Trying to make Hammond jump off sides. Now Amite will call a timeout and set up this 3rd down play, and we'll be back in just a moment. The ball game, 3rd down and about 2. There they go. They're going to hand the ball. It's on the turf. Tornadoes have it. Oh my God, what a huge play. The snap was fumbled. Joe Ray comes up with it. The ball at the 44-yard line of Amite. 1:49 to go. Tornadoes with a shot.
And Tornadoes are out of timeouts. Now they're going to have to not only pick up first downs, but use the clock wisely. Clock management has been their nemesis in the past. Let's see if they've learned anything.
And one thing about it, Jeff, you want to get a lot closer than a 40-yard field goal, so they're going to have to advance the ball up the field. I figure from the 43, they need at least about 15 to 20 yards to have a legitimate shot.
That is an unbelievable turn of events. We really can't believe it happened.
Sledge under center. Calls for the football. He's looking to throw. Got time. Throws the pass inside to Albritton. He'll go forward inside the 30 to the 29. They'll hustle to the line. Sledge, the senior. 1:41, and the clock is stopped to move the chains.
Well, they've got a lot of time, Darryl, picking up first down like that. They can take their time and get the play and make sure everybody is set.
Jeff, I believe they've got to get down to at least the 20, maybe the 15-yard line to have what I'd call an 80% shot at a very makeable field goal. Sledge rolling left, being chased. Oh, almost picked off, thrown behind Landry. And once again, on the spot was number 48, Okacha. And I'm going to tell you what, Jeff, Hammond High got away with a holding there, not called.
No question about that. Definitely a hold against the Tornadoes, not called. Then they got away with one that Brady, it's tough to say, but you got to feel those footsteps come behind you, and you've got to sling that one out of bounds.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Once again, the clock has stopped with 1:22 of the incomplete pass. Tornadoes, they got nobody on the receiver on the right side. He doesn't seem DJ Jackson, but there's a flag on the play, Jeff. I think there's an illegal substitution.
I'm going to tell you what it's going to be. It's 2 men moving at the same time. 2 men in motion. A huge bad play by the Tornadoes.
Well, they were down inside the 10-yard line, Jeff, but they're going to bring this one back.
And, that's one that has nothing to do with the play. You had 2 men in motion at the same time.
And the worst part, had Brady seen him, there was no defender on that side of the field. DJ Jackson was all along on the right side. He could have threw it straight up in the air and nobody could have got over there to cover him, Jeff. But nevertheless, it's a legal procedure. Ball now back to the 34-yard line. 1:14 to go. Tornadoes down by 2. It's 2nd down and 15. Look for him maybe to go to Albritton. Rolling righty. That's going to be, it's going to be an incomplete pass, Jeff. The arm has started forward. The AB fans don't like it, but that's the call, the official right there.
It was a good call. Brady's arm was going forward.
Third down, 15. Clock stopped at 1:08.
And Darrell, here again. The Tornadoes, if they can pick up about 10 yards, I'm sure they'll give Jim Hall another shot.
Well, they're going to give Hall a shot if they can complete this, whether they get 5 or 10. They've got to get some kind of yardage here and give the kid a shot. Amite fans not liking the call. Sledge with a lot of time throwing it away. Intended for Jackson. And Jeff, the ball would be at the 35. That'd be over a 50-yard field goal, but they're going to trot Hall out anyway. We saw him make him from 52, but a while ago, the 43-yarder barely got to the iron. I'm not sure about this one, Jeff. 52, 52 and a half.
Darrell, he's done it in practice. He's done it, but this is where...
1:02 to go. The kick is up. It's going to be well short. No good. And the Warriors dodge a bullet. And right there, the illegal procedure penalty negated the big gain inside the 10. Might have cost Hammond High the ball game.
It cost them the ball game, Darrell. There's no question about it. And, it's sad that one team had to lose this game. And, Hammond just didn't do what they needed to do at the proper moments to win the ball game. They got a break. Amite gave them one on a silver platter, but they couldn't deliver.
Did not capitalize. A collective sigh of relief from the Amite sidelines. Warriors will go home still undefeated, #1 ranked in AAA, and the Tornadoes will probably lose a heartbreaker here, barring a miracle. You ought to see Wagner go to a knee here. That he does. Clock will run. They'll probably have to make one more snap, Jeff. And that will do it. FPTV Channel 17, your leader of local sports here in Amite, bringing you a great ball game where the AB Warriors will become the victors. Jeff Davis along with Darrell Smith and our cameraman Butch Lee. We've enjoyed it. We hope you enjoy it. We're going to try to get out on the field and get a word from Coleman Moore after this game. The clock now ticking at 25 seconds. They'll kneel one more time, and this one's going to be over. That'll do it, folks. We'll try to be back with the words out of the mouth of Coleman Moore to tell you what happened here tonight. And we're here with Coach Coach Carmen Moore. Coach, great football game. You come up a little bit on the short end of the stick, but felt like your kids played great.
It was a great game for the fans. I really appreciate the Hammond fans being here. Boy, what a great crowd for us to have, the Amite fans here. I don't think that you could get a $5 worth of money right there. I mean, that was a great ticket tonight. Congratulations to Amite and Coach Career. They are a very, very good team. And I said during the week that I didn't think we could contain their speed for 48 minutes, and we didn't. But I am very, very proud of my football team for the way that they played tonight. And I told them after the game that, you know, if we'd have won, you'd have been telling me what a great job I did tonight. But in reality, I called for a pooch kick in the first half, and I thought we could get it, and the ball bounced out at the 36, and they got it and got a field goal. If it had bounced and stayed in, Kyle Dillon was right on top of the ball. And but that, you know, so I told our kids, you hold your head up because you played well enough to win, and I made a bad decision that cost us the ball game in the end. And I want my kids to know that when it's my fault, then it's my fault. And I could never ask my guys to play any harder than they played tonight.
Well, you know, that kind of leads to my question. What did this game teach you about your team? You've got to be awfully proud.
Well, we work in the weight room all year long to build big muscles, as you can see. I found out that ticker inside is the biggest muscle my guys have, and I just hurt really bad for those kids because they played so hard against a great team. I mean, Amite's a good team, and we made a few errors that you can't make, and they used their speed a couple of times to get behind us, and which is what great teams do, you know. So they did what they had to do to win, and you know, so congratulations to them. They were well prepared. I thought that the second half we came out in a new formation and ran the option, which we purposely held off running to the second half. And again, that's why I go back to the field goal, because if we hadn't elected to pooch kick it, we'd have come out, we'd have been ahead by one maybe at the end of the game instead of behind like we were, because we were able to move the ball pretty much at will in the second half, running the option that we did, and we made a couple of key throws there. And just a great effort, a great game, and you know, what can I say? You know, we came up a little short, and that hurts a lot.
And the penalty over here, 2 men in motion, is that?
No, I'm gonna tell you what. We got a little unorganized down here. We were in our 2-minute offense, which is something that we have a certain group of guys in. I saw something that I thought we could do, which we were able to do. Jay Landry made the catch down there and got real close for us. But when DJ Jackson heard the formation, he is in fact supposed to go in the game. He came off the sideline. And he said, Coach, I heard the formation, and he was right. He was supposed to be in the game, and that was my fault again. So, you know, it would have been a lot closer. What a great kick that Jim made at the end. He was pretty close there, about, I don't know, what, it was 60 yards or something. But what a great leg, you know. But, boy, it was a great game. I'll lose a lot of sleep over this one, you know, for the next couple of nights.
Well, one thing about it, Coach, we saw when they missed the extra point, I told Jeff on the air, I said that could come back to haunt late in the close game, give Hammond a chance to win, and it did give you. You had 2 shots at it, come up a little short, but, you know, you build a lot of character. Next week you start district with Mandeville.
Well, I don't know how much character we built, you know, by playing as hard as we did and losing, but I can tell you that my guys, I wouldn't trade them for anybody, and if we will play that hard for the remainder of the season and be able to get up emotionally like we did, then we're going to give lots of people a lot of trouble. Now, we got some great teams in our district that we have to play, but playing Salmon and Amite back-to-back like we did, I think, has prepared us well. If there's any good thing that's come out of this, is that we've prepared well, and we know that we can, you know, we have a chance to win some football games if we just play hard for 48 minutes, which is what we did tonight.
Well, Coach, congratulations. We'll see you next week back in Hammond. We'll be back in just a moment with Coach Donald Carrere from Amite High School. Okay, we're here with Amite coach, victorious Amite coach Donald Carrere. Coach, that was a great ball game. I was at Independence Kentwood 2 years ago, and this one might have topped it. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed. Wonderful. I know you got a chance to catch your breath, and it's a big win for you. 2 weeks in a row, Kentwood at Hammond, and you come out with 2 victories. Could you have pictured it any better coming into this?
Couldn't get any better at home, and great crowd. Our kids are playing, you know, to another level, and against just an outstanding Hammond football team, so an outstanding Kentwood football team. So, you know, we're very, very fortunate and happy to be 3-0.
Well, Coach, I saw Brandon Wagner as a sophomore 2 years ago. I didn't get to see him last year, and he really ran the show well tonight. It was never lost his poise when Hammond got close, and I thought he played a great ball game.
Yeah, he did. Our entire, you know, a game like this against an outstanding football team, offensively made big plays, the offensive line, the defense rose to a level, you know, to stop Sledge and the option that second half, you know, where they were having some success. And, you know, you can't say enough about our defense, you know, because they're a 5A football team with 5A talent. And you can get outnumbered a little bit.
Well, hard-hitting game, but speaking of the offensive line, Jeff, I'm going to let you talk to the offensive line coach over here.
Leave me up here.
Coach, what I noticed about this offense is the diversity of this offense. I thought that y'all were just a Amite speed play team up the middle, but y'all showed y'all could throw the ball. And it takes a good line to be able to run that type of offense.
It does, and the reality of this isn't one of my biggest lines I've had in the years I've been here, but they've got a lot of heart, and they'll come off at you. Now, we do a lot of formations, you know, not as many plays, but they do a great job with them. I'm proud of them.
And, Coach, like I said, it was a great game. Tornadoes posed a lot of problems for y'all. They throw the ball, but this only gets y'all ready for the future, don't you believe?
Oh, I know it does. Of course, we played Evangel before, and I remember in the spring when Donald came back from watching them, his mouth was open. He said the quarterback's putting it there every time. He said they're really more dangerous than Evangel because they run the ball out of the shotgun. And we were hoping that, you know, they wouldn't do that much either.
Well, a great game here tonight.
Thank y'all for coming.
Well, Coach, one more question for you. You beat Kentwood Amite last. You know, you got a lot of district games. We don't look over them. You got one other big matchup coming down the road in Independence. That's a big one every year. That's going to be at Independence this year, if I'm not correct. And usually that's the one that boils down to the district championship. Any thoughts on that one coming up a few weeks down the road?
Well, we're playing in Rome. And, you know, I hope that we're ready to turn it around. I think the streak's gone on long enough, but they have a great football team. Brandon Dawson, veteran offensive line. Then you got Sammy Messina on the other side. He's going to do what it takes. You know, he's done that for the last years. And, of course, they've had some breaks. But Sieber's not there anymore, and that makes a big difference, you know. So.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win here tonight. We were treated to one of the best games we've had. Hopefully we can bring you some more later on in the season just as good. But for tonight, what a game. Amite 23, Hammond 21. See you next week.